Is there any more beers sitting out here that can go back in the fridge?
Oh, I got a label.
Go ahead. The other ones, the 6-packs getting cold again.
So we're obviously going to be a label short because we put one on the front of the 6-pack.
Yeah, we're already
one on the box.
We're already eight short anyway.
Yeah, it was only 42. Well, is it 40 or?
It's 40. We're already 8 beers. We're already 8 label short anyway. So.
Alright, let me get my drinks. Plural.
Hey, so what's up, son? You say your new joint. You're in at 7 tonight.
Yep.
Okay.
Plural.
Hey, so what's up, son? You say your new joint. You're in at 7 tonight. Okay. All right. So unless we're not doing any more. You say your new joint. Labels. Well,
I don't think so. I don't think we need to right now. Unless we want to label them all up.
All right. So unless we're not doing any more.
Solidarity.
Well, we got 4 of us. We're going to knock this out.
Yeah. Unless we want to label
42.
Well, we got 4 of us.
I think, now, another question.
I figured we burned
Oh, definitely.
Here's another question. My mindset is for certain motherfuckers. They go around like, yo, y'all got like the Brew. Y'all got beers now? No. Hold up though. My face on. But for the folks who are like the Brews out there, the folks who are like the Brews, who are like, who are genuine when they're like, you got beers? Maybe like the Brews out there, the folks who are like the Brews, ain't no hands out there. What do we want to do? Because normally you can go cop exactly. You go cop a little and you make your own pack or buy your own. Maybe a 6-pack. We want 6-pack. I don't get drunk. We got 2 6-packs. Or on promise that we're doing 6-pack. Gotta make our money. We gotta make some kind of money. That's the thing. When they get them out outside of the 4 of us, right? Basically are taking a hit on the bottom. You know what I'm saying? Because you know what I'm saying. But again, I can just read his details. You know, on the bottom. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not gonna sit here and give you a bottle and be like, yo, make sure when you're done with it.
Yeah, no.
On your side of the town.
That's not gonna happen. So yeah, if we can, like Jerome said, donations would be good if exclusively, but if we can make a little profit enough to probably buy some more bottles, definitely. You know, we gotta stick in, like Jerome said, donate to a PreGame 6-pack. You know, $5 or something.
But that also means, in my opinion, the next brew, we have to, man, you might as well just leave that shit.
I know, right?
The next brew, we should probably truly consider about how much of it we're gonna brew. How much we're gonna have. If this moves good, then that's what we need to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, how many of these are we gonna brew going forward?
59.
Yep.
Not even 9 yet.
Ooh, them labels are sticky, icky.
But I just told my man, I was like, yo, if it's some shit where we just sell them underhand to our niggas.
Yeah. $1 a bottle.
You know what I'm saying? John, you got done. Pass back to me.
Okay.
We'll do this real quick.
Yeah. You got done. Pass back to me.
Okay.
We'll do this real quick.
Yeah. You got done. Pass back to me.
Okay.
We'll do this real quick.
Yeah.
pregame kind of.
Yo, all that means is the next.
Welcome to the pregame show.
Sir.
This is your host, co-host,
Wrong.
co-host, Roman Rome.
He's
We on now. Hey, look, fuck it.
Yeah, man. You know how we do, man. Shit.
This is the pregame show.
Yo, I know how to work this shit.
We slapping the labels on these bottles that we just made, and it's a drinking fucking rally.
What's going on, everybody? Did you already give the date?
Oh, today is April 15th, 2018.
April 15th. We are on the cusp, the verge of season 3. How many motherfuckers out there who just doing their own shit is as official as us?
Y'all know, right? I see a lot of shit on YouTube.
You can't really see it right now because we're going to unveil this a little bit later. But this is the official pregame brew number 2. The first 48. As you see, we labeling this shit up. We got labels, y'all. Motherfucking labels. We got motherfucking 6-packs. 6-pack packs. Like, real talk. Everybody, we not fucking around with this shit. We promise more. We working on more. Know that. And we're going to unveil these, see how they do, see how they taste. And for future reference, if you'd like to try one of the first 48, then, just get in contact with your designated pre-gamer of your area, and provide a few tidbits of information, and we'll get you a couple bottles as supplies last. Because remember, we are the pre-gamers. We drink.
Yeah.
And we didn't make this shit just to sit around waiting on motherfuckers to catch up. So you know what I'm saying?
This shit gotta go on YouTube.
Facts.
This shit gotta go on YouTube. It's on YouTube right now.
So also, if y'all are noticing, there's a there's a stranger right here in the pregame mix today. Someone that we are very familiar with, but
my
you
man,
guys are the Ashen one from Asheville. Mr. Main Hicks. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Mr. Basketball Swag. You know what I'm saying? I seen that shit, nigga. I seen that. I seen that shit, nigga.
You know what, man?
I was like, that nigga can't dance.
You know what? I do this to keep me in shape.
And you know what I do to keep in shape? I eat biscuits.
Yes, sir.
I keep them
I mean, I'm a hooper, man. I'm just a hooper, man, at heart.
Oh,
about
shit.
that hoop life. What's up?
What's up?
I just realized we are even more official.
Oh, hell yeah. Yeah. Yo.
Jerome got
4 mics.
Skills to pay the bills.
4 mics. 4 guys. We're official. We're
I don't
official.
want to be playing no games with it, dog. We ain't playing no games
Mac
with
Dro,
it.
Season 3, baby.
Mac Dro is extremely portable. We can even do it in my car.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Nothing here or there.
Matter of
You know
fact,
what I'm saying?
quick update on Mac Dro Black.
Okay.
I am in the process of the rewrite because the season has been written. Just in the process of rewriting it and making it more tight for multiple purposes, being a comic book, a graphic novel, which is also a comic book. I'm a little tipsy. So comic, graphic novel, audio, graphic novel, movie, television series. By the time it's done written, it can do any of those things, whoever decides to do it first. But I'm letting you know that I'm deciding to do it first, so we'll do whatever the fuck we want.
By the way,
Here's your Mac Dro Black update.
and another update. This is the pregame update. Hey, if you feel like hollering at the pregame boys while we live out here in the sanctuary, you know what I'm saying? Be sure to Skype us at
Oh, yeah.
the pregame boys at gmail.com.
We out here, dog.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You got a bunch of brothers out here. Look, we doing the damn thing, man. We ain't playing games out here, dog.
We just ain't
Right.
out here talking shit.
Right. We out here,
Talking
dog.
shit.
I'm telling you, man, we got the skills to pay the bills, man. And the equipment to make you
Don't
witness.
worry. Snacks is here. Currently, he's getting right for y'all because he takes this shit serious.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So we'll be joined by Snacks shortly. But we are in the sanctuary. It is April 15th. This is technically the pregame show, but it's the brew show. And right now, you know what I'm saying? We out here getting these brews official. Again, if anybody out there wants to try one, you know, as long as you're in Georgia. If you're in Georgia, we can make some shit happen.
Shipping and handling.
Hey, shipping and handling.
Dog, look.
We can
Price
make
is
it happen.
right.
Wherever you are in the world, we can send this out there to you. You know what I'm saying?
The price is goddamn right.
But by the way, someone asked me, our DD asked us what kind of beer we're doing. This I don't even know what to tell them.
All right,
You know what I mean?
so with a lot of folks, if you've been watching us and you've been hearing us talk about beer, you know the process is not just brew that shit, bottle that shit, drink that shit. Obviously, it takes about a minimum of a month, just letting it sit and brew and all that shit. So when we caught this pack, it was November. So at the time, it was a lot of, seasonal pumpkin ales and shit like that. So obviously that kind of shit's on sale. The pre-gamers are not rich. So, we went with the pack that's kind of on sale and in season, and it was a pumpkin pack. But they didn't provide the pumpkin. All they provided was the extra spices that normally go with that. So we, being the mad scientists that we are, decided what else goes good with cinnamon and clove and ginger and all that other festive shit. And we were like, apple. But then somebody else was like, oh, word? I bought some pear shit. And we were like, fuck it. Dump all that shit in the pot. Pre-game 2, which is Brew.
The first 48.
The first
Me.
48. So, we got niggas in here cutting deals on motherfucking Ultimate Peace.
Right.
What these
What talking about?
Look, something.
Yeah, this is our little seasonal apple pear mix. You know what I mean? We'll see how it tastes.
Papple.
The Papple.
It's the
You know what I
Papple.
mean? The first
The
48
Papple.
Papple.
Yes, sir.
As you can see,
So it's an IPA.
we got no, it's not an IPA. Because an IPA would be more hoppy. You know what I'm saying? So it'd have that a more citrusy taste to it.
I think we get.
This would be more like a pale ale. When we
Pale
bottled it,
ale.
we saw it was more of a lighter amber type color. So this is definitely one of those winter cold month kind of beers. You know what I mean? In the winter, you normally stock up on the darker beers because they're heavier. They get your body hotter. You know what I mean? When you're dealing with the cold. So, all of those are labeled. You got one here. And so this is definitely something that's more like a winter brew. When we brewed, what we probably would have wanted to do was something more blonde and light for this time of year right now. So for these, you probably want to brew these in the summertime so that in the winter you can warm your body up. You know what I mean? When you drink. And then in the winter, you brew your summer ones so you can be outside in the heat, grilling, sweating, and having a good time. Drinking fucking rallies. Drinking fucking rallies. Drinking fucking rallies. Drinking fucking rallies. Drinking fucking rallies and snacks. It's in the motherfucking building.
What's good?
All right, this first one's done.
You thought y'all wasn't gonna see me?
You see that? Ready to drink. Cold activated. Get yours today.
Activate my shit.
Right. Ready to drink.
While Snacks gets our shots together, everybody, this is not the official return of the pregame show. This is the Brew Show. We are unveiling the first 48. But know this.
The Iverson is coming. The Iverson is coming. Last year was the Ori.
All 3 Jägermeister.
Last year was the Ori.
Okay.
This is the Iverson. We're playing for the Iverson.
The Iverson. Okay.
Slide down some, son.
Alright.
Dean Iverson.
Already got my shot glass.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, Jerome.
Yeah, it's full. It's full. There are still 4 Jägermeister shot glasses for the 4 pre-gamers.
Yes.
And shout out to Jaeger for making that shit happen.
Yes.
The rest of these.
Shout out to motherfucking Jaeger, man. But again, as you see, the pre-gamers are official with the labels. Yeah. You want to try one of these first 48? Contact your designated pre-gamer. If you don't know a designated pre-gamer, then you need to get sponsored. So holler at us.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know it. We're on Facebook. We're on YouTube. We're on live
Periscope.
right now. We're on Periscope. You know what I'm saying? Find us and you know what I'm saying? Get at us. You know what I'm saying? And get this shit set up. What's up?
Want to pull the 6-pack out? Oh, we just gonna let them sit out, man.
Thank you, sir.
We'll pull it out in a second. But anyways, we still do have to do some semblance of a show. So what's been happening? Matter of fact, my man perked up real quick because we got some shit we want to get to.
Sir.
But first, we're gonna wait till we're done because
Yeah.
niggas got a lot to talk about. So first off, let's touch on this. My man Rome has officially started Black's Headroom.
Oh, thank you.
Some more content from the pre-gamers, and we working on more shit. My man Snacks got reviews coming up for the movies. My man Main's got reviews and previews for these games. You got previews for movies as well. I don't really have a lot going on, but I'm working on it. I promise. I got skits. I got Macdro Black. You know
Food
what I'm
review.
saying?
We even got food reviews for y'all guys coming. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Barbecue. What's the best spot to get barbecue in the city? Stay tuned.
Yeah.
Stay tuned.
Trust the pregame show is hopefully about to take on a whole nother life of its own. We have a vision, and we're not just out here telling y'all we have a vision to keep you coming back. We really do. Look, we got labels on our own beer. We don't even know if we're gonna be able to sell this shit, but we got labels on it. You know what I'm saying? And I just want to let folks out there know, man, you know what I'm saying? If you want to do this too, it can be done. It can most definitely be done. It's not going to knock you over the head money-wise. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think we might have spent like, what, 100?
I mean, look.
100 to get
Oh, well, yeah.
I tell you what, if we had to buy all the starter kit shit, you know what I'm saying, the price would be a little bit higher. But since I had it, we were able to skip that expense. But I'm telling you, if you're a beer drinker, an alcohol drinker, I'm telling you, you can make your own shit at home. Yes, it can be a tedious process, but you can do it. And as you see, we done brewed together. These brothers right here, this is their second time brewing. And here we are. You know what I'm saying? It can be done, man. Just if you want to do it, just look into how to do it.
And if so, if you're good at it, you can step your game up from bottling your own brews to kegging your own.
Yeah.
Brewing your own kegs.
That's the ultimate. That's the ultimate shit is to have a keg.
Got a keg with no tap.
Have a keg system in your garage for when your niggas come over. It's like, yo, what should I bring? Not a goddamn thing. I got it. Bring a bottle or something. You know what I'm saying? But as far as the brews, keep the party going. We got it. But so Ron,
nice.
I remember earlier you was telling me, like, you know what I'm saying, as far as Black's Headroom goes, there's not a clear defined direction right now.
Nah.
But obviously that's how it starts off with things. You know what I'm saying? You're working things out, and eventually you find your footing, and you'll know what it is. But tell us about Black's Headroom right now.
Well, currently, Black's Headroom is a guy who resides in the virtuary. Not me, Black.
In the virtuary.
The virtuary.
Is that the virtual reality play on Sanctuary too?
Oh, yes, it is.
I like it.
You know,
That is
What's up?
pre-game approved.
Yes, sir. It sounds official.
so it's a guy.
Okay.
Reporting live from the virtuary,
Yes, sir.
talking about, crazy shit as we go through them. Most importantly, it's more so about viewing it and wanting to know everyone else's feedback as opposed to his own.
Right.
He's in the virtuary. He don't get to see shit. So I want people to call in.
Right.
You know what I mean? Whether you video chat in, call. I'm trying to get an 800 number set up.
Right.
1-800 Blacks.
And by the way, anybody who wants to Skype us, you already said this, right?
Yeah, anybody want to Skype us,
Hey.
the PreGame Boys at gmail.com. I'm going to go ahead and set some shit up for that.
anybody, if you want to
Man,
come,
we out here, man.
and you
Oh,
see,
yeah, these
and you
niggas is
see
out
us,
here, man.
And you see us.
These niggas,
We getting lit.
we're
We
out
bottling
here,
beer.
dog.
Like, look, call. But know this. If you call through here on some fuckery,
Oh, well, you got 4 brothers.
Yeah.
if you call over here on some fuckery,
Don't
we
attempt to
tipsy.
troll the pre-gamers. You know what I'm saying? What they good for?
Unfiltered out
you
here.
call up here on some fuckery, we gonna give you some fuckery back. You know what I'm saying? So all I ask is that in whatever you call to say, be respectful. You know what I'm saying? If we don't share the same views, that's fine. We can discuss it. We can debate it. We can argue about it. But be respectful. Because if you come over here with some fuckery, you're gonna get some fuckery
To
back.
quote Harlem Nights, don't take this ass whipping person.
But anyway, son, back to Black's Headroom. You know what I'm saying?
Real quick, fella, I know we're doing a lot of things here, you know what I'm saying? We get out of order, we get back to Black's Headroom, but before we get this thing fully loaded, hey, we gotta do what we always do, you know what I'm saying? To get this thing fully going, we gotta show folks why we the pre-gamers toast to freedom.
Oh, hold up.
Freedom.
All right, that's the toast to freedom. And, okay, Rome, go ahead and throw that up for everybody.
All right, give me a second. Give me just a
Take
second.
your time, take your time. So, yeah, man, with the PreGame Boys, we getting,
Yeah, man.
yo, when you think about this, right? When you really think about this,
I feel that shit in my chest.
remember how this shit started?
No.
Just niggas talking in the hub.
Yeah.
Got to be a better way.
That's it.
I remember when me and you, Rome, and when we all had the same shift together for at least a few hours.
Yeah.
Just being out there like, yo, like, why don't niggas do this? Why don't more celebrities do this? Yo, what if we did this? Yo, we could do that shit. You know what I'm saying?
I had to test for it.
And
Yeah, it's going on there.
those
dog.
conversations,
You were very right.
those conversations that fire to want more, to do more,
It's going on there.
to get more.
It's legible. Look,
You know what I'm saying? Look, we're bottling our own beer right now. We're putting labels.
That's the one I fucked up on, but it
Progress.
still look decent.
We're putting labels.
Look, BGB, that PreGame Boys. Look, I had the test print, still got on the. Look, man. We can't fail out here, man. We can't fail.
But that's the test. We're putting labels on our own beer.
Right.
We're okay with our imperfections.
Yes,
That's
yes.
what's
Because our
beautiful.
imperfections are
That we
perfect,
brew.
motherfucker.
Hey.
You know what I'm saying? We out here.
That need to be a t-shirt.
We're doing a
Yeah, I know,
we're doing
right?
a
It
live
was an
show.
album, CeeLo Green.
Oh, nice.
We're doing a live show right now.
Y'all can't tell. Our mistakes
We
look
can't
great.
lose, man.
Our mistakes look great, nigga. Our mistakes look
48
great.
on the top. Look, nigga.
Y'all
Hey,
Your
niggas.
mistakes
everything-
look great.
What I want to tell everybody out there watching is like, look, we're four dudes who we've got the skills collectively
Definitely.
to do something like this. But I want anybody out there to know that if you sitting at a job right now listening to us, or let's say somebody puts you on to us, you know what I'm saying? If you sitting there doing something that you don't love, if you're sitting there doing something that you're not happy with, know this. We're on the verge of our third season. Our first season, we winged it. We didn't know how many shows we were gonna do. We didn't know we were gonna even do a season.
No. The only thing we knew is that we were gonna.
That's it. That's it. That was the only part of the outline. It was like, yo, we need to have that air horn in that motherfucker. That was it.
Damn
You know what I'm
right.
saying? That was it. That's all we focused on. Like, yo, that air horn gotta be there because that's our shit. And Dunson of the motherfucking PreGame Boys said that shit. I don't give a fuck if you're Jimmy Fallon, and I love you. I love you, Jimmy.
Fucking, you know what I'm saying? Who was the? Was
I
it
don't give a fuck if you're the motherfucking Geico box on Progressive.
Hell yeah.
I love you. But the air horn, we've all heard it before.
We've all heard it before.
Hey yo, I want to point something out.
What's up, fuck?
My man fixed it. Cause that label was upside down.
That's what I say. You know what? Something don't look right.
But again, y'all, look, follow your dream. And success is defined by you personally.
Yeah, success is what you make it, bro.
Success is defined by you personally.
So is life.
Look, follow your dream. The four of us are, we're following a dream. We're bottling beers. We're fucking, we're doing a show. We've got our own equipment. We've put our own money into this. And we're having a good fucking time. We're on season 3, y'all.
I was gonna put one of these on the
Third
box.
season.
Oh, yeah.
Season 3.
Yeah.
How many motherfuckers out here can boast of season 3 of anything?
Look, man. To get to season 3, man. Look, you gotta have dedication and like-minded individuals. Look, we don't always agree about everything.
We don't.
At all.
But hell, this show. This show was supposed to be our premiere. You know what I mean?
Well, that's cool. Well, if you're not gonna be a premiere, what we gonna do? We're gonna do this. We'll get to it. You know why? The four of us are dedicated to the pregame show.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So no matter what, like, and look, we've had our disagreements. We have. But at the end of the day, even in those disagreements, what we all know is that those disagreements just mean that every single one of us is passionate about where this show is going. We're all passionate about it, and we're all confident enough to speak our minds to each other to be like, nah, I don't agree with that, or nah, we should do it like this, or nah, you know what I mean? And we all discuss it. We all come to an agreement, and then we all move forward. And whether you're doing it by yourself or you're doing it with a group, and obviously your group is a whole lot different because you're dealing with 4 different visions, 4 different ways of working, 4 different possible scenarios. But at the end of the day, what I know I can say is that any nigga here at this table right now, and any nigga who's out there right now who's watching us, helping us for technical difficulties, who's like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. If you're a fan, you know.
Yo, the clutch got work to do, so you know what I'm saying? He said he'll get in when he can.
Shout out to the Clutchfield though.
BC.
You know what I mean?
You know what I'm saying?
Clutchfield,
Man,
Shout out
one
to the
time
DD.
for the one time.
Shout out to the first DD.
Yeah.
Shout out to everybody who has helped us, who has encouraged us, who has tuned in to us to get us to this point where we're sitting here talking about a season 3. I remember when we were just sitting here
Getting on.
just leveling up to go to the movies.
Yeah.
And I don't know who it was, but somebody was like, we should record this shit. And Rome was the one to be like, I can do that.
Oh.
That's what y'all want to do? I can do that. Oh, that's what y'all want to do? I can do that. And then all 4 of us would be like, yeah, I'll be there this Sunday. I'll be there this Sunday. Yeah, what time we going live? Yeah, I'll be there. Main, obviously, logistics. Logistics are a motherfucker.
It takes a lot more energy to get from the hilltop. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, because before that, Mains get here and stay on the couch. We good.
But no matter what, we got Skype coming for season 3, right? Yeah. Before that, no matter what, like clockwork. Once we hit live, man, yo, y'all sound good today. The show is looking good. I hear it. I see y'all. I hear y'all. Son, always check in. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, if I'm so like that, look, I can't make it.
There are some instances where son just couldn't make it.
I'm falling and I can't feel my legs.
As always, pregame responsible.
I know. Thank you.
If you can't, do not pregame and then get on the road in a bad condition.
Don't be reckless out here.
Don't do it. And call it
reckless out here.
Look, I ain't gonna make it. Cool. Where we at?
All right. So, fellas.
Fucking AC on here, man.
Tad bit.
Man.
Yeah, I got a little thermal in this motherfucker. So
I'm about to take this goddamn long sleeve shirt.
I
out and
noticed.
just be like, fuck it.
I noticed it wasn't just me sweating this motherfucker. You
I
know?
sweat like a
And
motherfucker.
we
My
drank
hand
it.
catching all that.
And we drank it.
Matter of fact, let
And
me
we
get some of
drank
that VO, my go-to. Shout out to Kevin and Sanctuary for having this Russian
Shout out to
concoction.
the sanctuary. Matter of fact, first up, I got this Perfect Nobody shirt on. Shout out to my man who designs Perfect Nobodies. He actually had me come out and he did this rap show for the internet for performances. So sooner or later, y'all are gonna see my performance that I did for him. So shout out to Perfect Nobodies. Boom.
Yes, sir.
So you know what?
It's about time, man.
Let's go ahead. and
About
get to
time,
it,
man.
Yeah.
Does anybody need cups?
I
Or
do.
you just gonna do it from the
Oh
bottom?
no, I'm going for the bottle. I tend to double fist, so I need a cup and a bottle.
Okay.
Hey, what's up?
So, folks, it is official. This is the official pre-game brew.
The season 2 brew.
I wish I had that inspirational music right.
Pre-game. Pre-game.
Hey, I'm looking to get the bunch of brothers out here. Hey.
Drinking fucking rally. 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 Drinking fucking rally.
Drinking fucking rap, niggas. Hey.
And here it is, folks, the official pre-game brew number 2. We got a 6-pack. You understand what I'm saying? We got 6 in these motherfuckers.
Zoom in on that a little bit.
Cold activated caps.
Oh yeah, perfect.
Yes,
Sir.
So let's go ahead and get to it. Who's gonna pour one into a cup? Do we have a clear cup so we can show the color?
That would be dope.
And
Or
we
one
have
shot.
a bottle opener.
Come on, bro. Come on.
Oh
bro.
shit!
Oh, man.
I was like, oh damn, I ain't think about that. This is foreign.
Oh, now I want to go ahead. And do this quick disclaimer. When you brew at home, one thing you're gonna notice. Oh damn! I grabbed it.
All the way he made it out the bunch. He made it out the bunch.
Because
These
we love
motherfuckers
our
gonna forget about me.
Yeah, we love our imperfections. You know what I'm saying?
That label's fucked out.
We've been talking shit about this bottle the whole day.
That's how you know it's handcrafted from the sanctuary.
But
You know
as you
what I'm
can
saying?
see,
Handcrafted
First-
from the sanctuary.
first disclaimer for home brews. One thing you're gonna notice sometimes is there might be a little thin film of yeast at the bottom of these. Due to the process, you carbonate it in the bottle with priming sugar. So there might still be some yeast in the beer that eats it up, and it might accumulate down at the bottom. It's yeast, so it's edible. It's fine. Now, if we had our own brewing facility,
Right.
we'd be able to do more to make sure that shit's not at the bottom. That's why you don't see that shit in Bud,
Yeah.
and Heineken, and stuff like that. They're not scraping the bottom of their barrels like regular niggas who work 9 to 5. I need all that shit.
Yeah.
Look, we brewed 48 of these, and we still had like a bottle and a half left, and it hurt to dump that
It
shit.
did.
Yes,
It did.
it did.
Yeah,
But-
these bottles in here.
And then the other thing with home brews is due to the fact that there is not an exact science with this. When we pop these, they may just fizz half the way out.
A word?
Yes.
All the way up.
Because again, yeast eats sugar, and that's what carbonates it. And if you're not on the exact science of like we put this much sugar, this much yeast in it, when we pop these open, look, and remember, we added apples and
So you
pears.
said we made this like Kool-Aid. You know what I'm saying?
Pretty much.
Just, yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
That look good.
But
That look good. Yeah. That's gonna be
But so when you pop these open, your home brews, it could fizz out. It's all right. You just retweak it next time. But Who's gonna do the honors?
Shit, I already
My
got
man got the clear cup, so we're gonna show you what it looks like. We're all gonna taste it, and if it's gross, we're gonna tell you.
Keep it 100. Look.
But know this: if it is gross, this 48 inch motherfucker you gotta drink.
Get yours today.
And get what? And get what? Gross or not, your 12 is going home with you today.
And we need those bottles back empty.
Empty, motherfucker.
Right. So if you know your designated pregame and he gives you a bottle, then you better give that bottle back, motherfucker.
We gonna see.
Let's see how it does. Hey, it had the proper sizz. I see a little conversation going. Let's do it, man.
Go ahead and pass that on down the line. Pass that bottle over down the line.
Oh, hey, you lucky the cat was on it because I was a party foul.
Due to the fact that this is not the actual season 3 premiere, all outstanding, you know what I'm saying, party fouls and punishments will be taking place on the next show.
Oh, it's not the official.
Yeah, this next show.
Yeah. Because this man got 2 shots of Flint water coming up.
Look like beer to me.
Hey,
Look like beer to me.
And it got some head
Like
on
a
it.
Yingling, look, head on it. Look, head on it out there.
How that
Can we
straight
get up close of that?
How
That's
that feel?
pretty. That's pretty.
How that feel, son?
Look at that head on there,
It's
dog.
alcohol. How that feel?
It smells
And when you pop
like
it,
beer.
How it feel? though? How it feel?
Good.
How it feel? Like
It smells like
I
a
made
bud or
that
something,
shit.
yo. It
I
smells
made
like
that
bud.
shit.
All right, so check us out.
Yeah, fellas.
This is how we gonna do it. Like we do freedom.
Yeah.
Freedom.
First 48.
That's alright out there.
it's all right.
Oh,
And
wait.
that's what I'm talking about.
That's all right.
yeah, that's alright.
It's all right.
That's actually all right.
It feels like
Yo.
an IPA.
Yo, this is actually all right.
How it feel? How it feel to know you made that?
Yo,
It's all right, man.
You made that.
It's a wonderful feeling.
You know what I'm saying?
What
It's
is
a
it?
wonderful feeling.
It's
It caters
apple and
towards
pear.
like,
It's apple and pear.
and it feels like Corona. You know, it has that kind of like
Tastes
taste
like
to it.
Corona.
Yeah. Oh my God, bro. Look, get yours today. I'm telling you. Look.
Look, I'm telling
We
you,
ain't gonna
anybody out there
bullshit
can brew.
Right.
But if you want the first 48, holla at your designated pregame.
Hey, no, on some real shit, y'all. This shit is alright.
It's all right.
Yo, for real.
Yo.
I'm not too
Yeah.
horn.
I'm not a
nothing
beer,
like that.
yeah,
a beer drinker. I can drink
This
this.
tastes like beer.
I can drink this. I'm not a beer drinker
Me neither.
unless you're buying.
Now, quick question. Do you taste the apple and pear in it?
I don't really.
I can't really.
I don't really taste. So it tastes just like Corona. It's
No, I don't.
Okay.
and we put a shit ton of apples and
Do you
pears.
taste cinnamon, cloves, any of those?
I might get a hint of
those
cinnamon.
those apple pie kind of flavors that we put into it. Do you taste any of that?
I don't know.
What I say, that means we need more apple. If we wanted it to taste like apple and pear, then obviously
We need a more.
I guess
need
we
more.
no. I guess because the last time we did vanilla
and bourbon.
vanilla and bourbon.
and bourbon. I can definitely taste the vanilla.
Yeah.
I think it has a lot to do with the extract that we use.
Yeah.
We use actual.
We use actual fruit instead of an extract. So
Yeah.
yeah.
I think we
And
might have
really
to go with concentrate if you
and
really
like-
want that
Now,
taste.
I'll tell y'all-
Concentrated. Yeah.
When I did my beer that had a specific flavor I wanted to come through, which was banana,
It's like a beer though, man.
right?
It's like a beer.
Look,
And
man.
it's right.
Going down to a sports bar, and you're like, let me get a local tap of that 48 out there.
And let's
Look,
get that first
let me
48.
get that first 48 out
And
there.
what's dope about it
Man.
is, like, imagine if this was February, Super Bowl coming up. You got fellas coming through. And what I need to bring? What I need to bring? Hey, yo, if you want to bring a bottle, you good.
Yeah.
But I
You
got
got
the
the
beers
beers.
to keep it going.
Yo,
I got the first
absolutely
48.
good.
Because
Yeah,
what you don't
good
want,
fucking beer.
as we will show you later on, what you don't want to do is bring that whack ass 6-pack to the function and then run out.
Check it out.
We got it coming.
Check it out.
We will illustrate later on.
For
when
beer
Ben does
drinkers
start
out
talking.
there, if you hosting the party, if it's your party you hosting,
I'm bringing those.
don't get no weak ass 6-pack.
Yeah, man.
At least
For
get
the
a 12.
You need 24 of that thing. 24 of that thing. Hit out there, man. Corona, Heineken.
You got a 6.
Yingling, a 6-pack. Who drinking? Just you. Just you. I'm saying, You need me to run back out, brother? Look, immediately come here and see
I asked you. I want to try to bring it whenever I came. You said
Check it.
no.
Check it. Going forward, if you're hosting a party or a get-together, know this. A 6-pack is a party foul if you host it.
Yeah.
If you host it, a 6-pack is a party foul. Now, if you showing up, blower. If you showing up to a party, then hey, whatever you bring is whatever you bring. But if you host it, that's a party foul.
And the second that, if you hosting and you tell your homeboy to come with you to the liquor store and you go by that 6-pack aisle, I'm standing to your soul from behind you. Fuck you doing, man? Yeah, what you doing, man? Just pop that fridge open.
So I'm feeling good about this.
This is quite nice.
I'm feeling good about this.
Gentlemen.
First 48, y'all.
Man, dog.
Yo,
First 40.
I love it when a plan comes together.
Hey, man.
I'm drinking my own
Shit's
beer
good.
with my face on it, y'all.
That's good.
My face is on this beer, y'all. My name
Toast,
is on
toast,
this
fellas.
beer, y'all.
Yo,
Toast.
I hate
Real bottles. Man,
I
let's
hate
go.
the fact that I didn't download the picture to this laptop because it's not letting me do it.
Hey, you know what? We can post it up later. I didn't want to post it because it was like, you know what, it's a reveal.
Yeah.
And I don't want to jump the gun, but we'll have the labels up for you guys so you can see what we're working with. But the first 48 is officially done, y'all.
And, you know,
And if anybody want one, contact your designated pre-gamer.
Hell yeah.
So, moving on, we still have a show to do. I want to look to my man, the Ashen one right here. And a couple weeks ago, it's a sad, sad day in anime. Because Dragon Ball Super.
All hail the almighty one.
Dragon Ball Super ended
Goku.
its current run.
Did.
For the past 2 years, Dragon Ball Super has been the GOAT. It's been proving
Yes.
it's been the GOAT. And it ended on epic fashion.
Yes.
We know there's a movie coming in December,
Yes.
and there's a lot of talk about what's coming next. But, on thoughts of the season,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
what you got to say, son?
Great. Kira Toriyama, you gave us what we wanted, man. After a 20-year hiatus, man, you had a strong coming back, man. I mean, loved it. It man, Super, like, after, you know, the whole fuckatory of GT and what Funimation did with all that bullshit, how you truly came back after the Buu Saga, man, and you gave us Black Goku, you gave us fucking Whis and Beerus, man, you gave us the Tournament of Power.
Ultra
Dog.
Instinct?
Yes, and they ended off. However, I didn't get to see as much Ultra Instinct as I wanted. You know, man, shout out to Jiren, man. You just shut shit down. Like, but Tournament of Power was a fucking beast. And if I could potentially see the story arc going into its next transition, I'm hoping that they go after the God of everything or the King of everything.
I know, from what I've seen, it's going to the legendary Super Saiyan.
As the movie?
Yes.
As the movie.
Yes.
But
And the legendary Super Saiyan is not Broly. It's some other dude.
Mm-hmm.
From the trailer that they showed of the movie, it's not Broly. Broly is not Akira Toriyama's
That's crazy, right?
character.
He's not a character
The guy who created Dragon Ball Z
I know.
did not create Broly. Broly
Crazy.
was
Such
done
a
by
likable character.
a
the
movie
people who
outside
have
of
been
just
greenlit to
Gotcha.
draw Dragon Ball. So
Mm-hmm.
Broly was created. GT is not Akira Toriyama.
Yeah, I'm aware of
So
that too.
in the series, we had a chick named Kale,
Kill.
I think, who was like Broly.
Mm-hmm.
And the staff at Dragon Ball Super showed the character Broly to Akira Toriyama. It was like, yo, the fans love this guy.
Yeah.
So Akira was like, all right. The two females in Dragon Ball Super were never a part of the original run. They showed him Broly, and he was like, I'm going to make my version of Broly, and I'm going to make two female Super Saiyans who are the shit.
So did Akira Toriyama do what Khalifa as opposed to Kale and Khalifa?
So Khalifa is the Broly one, right?
No, it's Kale. Kale is the Broly.
So
Khalifa's
here's
the
what
chick
the
saying.
staff said. The staff said we showed Akira Toriyama pictures of Broly, and he made
The
Khalifa.
Yeah, Khalifa.
He made
fusion.
Khalifa, and
That's
he
crazy.
tied Broly's story with Khalifa's story to make it seem similar. And then after he created Khalifa, he was like, "I'm gonna create Kale."
Who? Akira?
Akira.
I thought I thought he only had his insight on the fusion as opposed to the two individual female characters.
He created Khalifa after the staff was like, "This is
female
Broly."
sayings.
He was like, they were like, "This is
Oh.
Broly." So he created Khalifa.
Oh, okay.
Tied the stories to make them similar,
Mm,
and then he created Kale.
okay.
So he created them for Super after Super was already running. So that's why it's an extra 20-something episodes. It was only supposed to be about, I think they said 100-something episodes. But, you know, he created them after the fact. But Super y'all.
Just that shit. And we will have some segments coming to you. We're gonna what are we gonna do?
Me
with
and
the
my
Dragon
man
Ball?
right here,
Look,
we've been talking about this since
avid fans,
season
bro.
1.
Avid fans out here, dog. Check the apparel out here, man. We Dragon Ball, man. Dragon Ball till we die out here, man. I'm telling
my
you.
man-
The hardest shit, huh? My wife did it too. Shout out to my wife for buying this for me, man. She got it done because she know how I go hard on the Dragon Ball joint. Goku for life. You know, fuck that bitch nigga Vegeta and anybody in this whole clique. And they always saying race. But you know what I'm saying? Y'all know how I feel out there. If you're watching, you already know. Fuck Vegeta. He's always going to be a step behind me. You know what I mean? I'll let you catch up a little bit, but I'm really not going to reveal everything. Cause you know I'm the fucking goat out here and I'm the protagonist. So I'm just let you hang there and just get your little shine on. So, you know. Goku is that nigga. I'm sorry. Yo, till I die. I don't care who wants to feud. Look, man, that's that nigga.
I'm gonna say something
Y'all
real
still
fast.
stuck. I'm still stuck on this. Fucking page.
I'm gonna say something real fast. I've had one shot and that beer, but I feel real good right now.
Oh, man.
Look, the first 48
Home brews,
is
y'all.
punching. The
Home
first
brews.
48 is punching.
Look, y'all, home brews. The fact that we're not measuring nothing, we're winging the entire cooking process.
Yeah.
This shit comes out strong.
Yeah.
Yes.
I say
It's not Flint water strong. You know what
Well,
I'm saying?
But it's
What
for
is?
beer. It's strong.
Yes,
For
I
beer,
would give
it's
it on a
perfect
scale.
made.
If I had to use my inference on what I thought it would be, I would give this probably a 0.8.
I was thinking the same thing.
0.8, a 0.8 on the
I
alcohol
was thinking
scale.
0.8.
Yeah, man, it's alright
It's
out
punching.
here, man.
It's punching.
Yeah,
It's punching.
Hey, yo, for snacks to say it's punching,
It's
See,
punching.
yeah.
I don't taste it. It don't
because he
when
don't
it-
drink beer.
When it go down, it don't taste like it's a 0.8. But right now, it's so close. And why am I feeling so
Yeah,
good right
yeah,
now?
yes,
You know, I
yeah.
only had a shot in the beer.
And it's a
Yeah.
16 ounce, y'all.
12.
This ain't
12.
12.
You know what I mean? 12.
This is
So
12.
we talking about baby bottle.
Yeah,
Baby bottle.
we had the course correct for them deuces. You know?
Hell yeah, man. What the hell?
Yo,
They weren't
I
bad,
drink
they
beer.
just
I
it was
drink
a
beer.
lot to handle.
I drink
A lot
beer.
to handle.
I drink beer.
And it had that brand in it.
Like the hell. Goddamn, you pull out a deuce and you got to drink your beer. Look,
I drink beer.
Ooh.
So
like going down out there.
So deuces is all right with me.
Yeah, right.
But,
Yeah, right.
These 16s is hitting, son.
But yeah, man. I got a lot of reviews, man. I got a lot of game reviews coming up in season 3, man. We got a lot of movie reviews. We got a lot of different content.
We'll let him talk about
That's
this.
good.
But,
That's cool. We got
but
it.
again, as far as DBZ goes, y'all, me and Maine, we got an idea for a show.
Die-hard fans. Let's argue.
And it's coming. And hopefully we're able to get this thing together
Yeah.
before the movie comes out.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Or even if it's when the movie comes out, we plan on being there for you guys.
What's
Give you
it?
that DBZ content.
Yeah.
What's it? Anime or
I was anime.
Anime.
Is anime?
Movie?
It's not live action.
No, anime.
Because you remember
Y'all
that
kill
live
that.
action shit. Yeah,
Kill that Dragon Ball Evolution, which I still didn't watch. Because I seen old buddy with the
Don't
bell
do it.
bottom
No,
toe
no,
front
I
up there.
told
Yo,
you.
dog.
I
I
told
went
you.
to the movies to see that.
Oh, man.
I went to the movies.
He
to
got
see
bell
that.
bottom
I'm
jaw,
talking
man.
about. I ain't seen. You know what I'm saying? I'm staring with it.
Like,
See, that was great.
I'm telling you this. Some movies, if you don't know the source material, are okay. Like, look, my brother never saw any of the Avatar series when it came out. He saw the movie. that fans of the cartoon cannot stand.
Yeah.
But if you have not seen the cartoon and watched the movie, it's just fine.
Yeah.
Look, if you've never seen an episode of Dragon Ball in your life,
you don't live on planet
and
Earth,
and go watch that movie, you would know this shit is trash.
Man, y'all killing. Who directed that?
It'll ruin you wanting to see the movie.
Huh.
I mean, wanting to see the cartoon.
Really?
You'll be like, this is Dragon Ball Z?
Done with this shit.
This is some bullshit.
But wasn't it an accredited director who directed that movie?
Hey, yo, if it was, fuck that.
I think later on came out and said, I'm sorry.
Not the director. The script writer.
The script writer?
Like, damn near 5 years later, the script writer was like, yo, I apologize.
Man.
They said, hey, we're going to give you $500,000.
Uh-huh.
Write this shit. And he's like, I ain't never seen Dragon Ball Z in my life.
And then he should have just handed it off.
But they said, here's X amount of dollars. Write that shit. And he did. But I appreciate him apologizing.
Yeah, well, yeah.
But as Kev said, the time is currently 9:46 a.m. I am 2 drinks, 1 shot, and the first 48 in. And I am on.
First 48?
Motherfucker.
Let me get a little bit more of that butter there. Let me get a little bit of that butter. First 48? Yeah.
The first 48 is, it's got me thinking. You know what I mean? Like, dog, we got something.
Yeah, we do,
Look
man.
at that track again. That's what I was thinking. What's this?
But
I got the trilogy.
We've talked about Black's Headroom. We've touched on a little bit of Metro Black.
Yeah.
You touched on DBZ. Matter of fact, you got some more game reviews coming too, right?
Oh yeah, that's down the hall. We've been playing Far Cry 5.
Look, man.
Oh man,
y'all say that shit though.
Man.
I would buy that game just to go and play with y'all.
We out here. We
on
out
the
here.
game.
Yo,
Far
let me
Cry
tell you something.
$5.
If you want to run around in America, shoot up white supremacists, white cultists, as a
You
nigga,
can create your own character. And we
As a
brothers
nigga,
out here running around out here. It's hot.
Far Cry 5
It's
is
hot.
one of the best games out there, man.
Game companies are giving it they're giving it 9s out of 10. They're giving it high 9s. It's really off the chain.
God of War at the end of the week.
What?
The new
No, it
God
comes
of
out.
No, God of
The
War
new
4.
God of War is at the end of the week.
April 20th.
But
Playing the pre-games.
I'm gonna wait.
But
I'm gonna wait.
moving on,
Okay.
we got video game reviews coming.
Mm-hmm.
We are working on the DBZ show.
Mhm.
Son is already 2 episodes in on Black's Headroom,
Sir.
so you can check that out. And Snacks, he's got more drinks of the day
Yeah.
and
Movie review.
movie reviews.
He's out here watching
Food
everything,
reviews.
man.
I got game reviews too. Don't forget. Don't forget.
I was also thinking, we were talking last time, I think you should concoct something to, like, remember when you told me about the Pedialyte?
Yeah. Oh, I got PDFs for that too. Look,
You know what I mean?
look.
Hangover
We've
cures.
been drinking.
You know what I mean?
I've been drinking for a long time now. So through the course of my career, I figured out how to, to negotiate
Okay.
not having a hangover. You know what? Because I've never had one. Only because I was built for this apparently. But as I got older, I realized
Let
that
me get a little bit of that butter.
I realized there are ways
Murders.
to help you.
I'm sorry.
You good, bro?
Hey, Benny Hill, wait a minute.
Appropriate for the first 48.
I see
yo.
Some.
Hey, yo, real talk, I don't mean to cut you off, but
Oh, I'm
when
just
you
fucking
pop
around.
the cap on a beer and to hear that, lets you know you did it right.
Yes,
You
sir.
did it right to the
did.
end. And this is the first 40. I'm on my second. Yo, me and this nigga, we drink beer.
We were beer drinkers, yes.
We drank beer, so toast, my nigga.
Mhm.
First 48, my face on this, his face on it, his face on it, his face on it, my name, his name, his name, his name. The name of the show. All that shit is
And
on
see, when you
this
get
one.
that head to come out like that, you did it right. You did it right.
We brewed this, y'all.
Man, this shit.
And as always, I think it's about to be a staple. Every season
Yeah.
we do, we're gonna brew a brew.
Why not? Why not,
We're
man?
gonna brew, we're gonna unveil a brew. So
It has
this
been
was
ordained.
Yes, it has.
this is the second time.
Stamped it to the
This is the
sanctuary.
first 48. Pre-gamers approve of it.
Yeah.
So again, if you want to taste the first 48, like look, there's only 48 of them.
Well, count it. There's only 42 of them now.
Right.
Now, and when they're gone, they're gone.
Gone.
The next batch won't taste like this. So if you're interested, you
Gotta
need to
get
let
on
us
that wave. You know what I'm
let
saying?
us know, cause they gonna be going. You understand what I'm saying? But movie reviews.
It's movie review. Like my man was saying, look, I got movie reviews coming, of course. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what I do. You know what I'm saying? I'll get you something out here probably next week. Everything, get everybody caught up. If you haven't seen something, I'll let you know what you should and shouldn't see. Of course, we got things coming up that are gonna just blow the box office up. But other than that, we got movie reviews, food reviews, game reviews. Because God of War comes out, but at some point in time, so does Spider-Man.
Homecoming. The last edition of Game Informer had Homecoming on the front cover. I didn't bring because I wanted to bring Dragon Ball, but yo, it's gonna be off the chain. Homecoming's gonna be official.
Sometime later this year, they got another Soul Calibur game coming out.
Really?
That's my Soul Calibur 6 is coming out.
The nigga from Witcher's in it.
Really?
Gerald
Gerald from The Witcher 3?
Look, bro.
Oh, The Witcher. Oh man, Gerald's the GOAT. Man, we ran through that shit.
And Witcher 3 is a dope
Witcher
ass
3, yeah.
game.
And shout out to the DLC, Wild Hunt. Did you play that DLC, man?
Yes.
Badass, man.
Yes.
Look. Yeah, man.
So we got movie reviews, game reviews, food reviews, and tips on you people out there in PSAs of how, you know what I'm saying, to negotiate your pregame and what you do during game time so your next day's gonna be just fine too.
And we
So,
got and again we got more. We hopefully
top
I know we
10.
all working top 10s. We got other shows than just the pregame podcast. We're working on shit, y'all. So we really are. And that's what we trying to do.
man.
Go ahead, son. Go
No,
ahead.
I'm just saying I love what we got coming together because no hate, man. All love to anybody if you're doing your thing. I do a lot of YouTubing. I got a lot of favorites. It's a lot of people out here that they got their own venues, they got their own originality. And the PreGame Boys, man, we out here, man. We out here. But you know what I mean? I've seen a lot of setups that kind of like
Shout out to Cutter.
Pause. Shout out to Mr. Sean out there.
We see you out there.
Shout out to Mr. Sean. Yo, Jerome will attest to this. Them motherfucking sausage breakfast balls
Hell yeah.
that you be making, Mr. Sean. Oh my God! She
Yeah,
make
skills.
these sausage
I think we had him before.
meatballs.
None of us got 6 years.
Breakfast meatballs with cheese.
Season.
You remember the first time we got them? I think we heated them up at the job.
I think I was
Came
there.
back in,
I think I was there for that
and
day,
it's
man.
just like, oh.
Yo, let me get the rest of these. Let me get the rest of these.
I'm sitting here like, yo, can I take 30?
it's just 30? Yeah, I love it. Can I
That's
take
how
30?
that's how much
Yeah.
my eyeball said she made. And she's like, yeah. I smashed when I went home, son.
Shout.
Yo, I smashed, called this motherfucker immediately. It was like, yo, this shit is good as fuck. Is it me? You know what I'm saying? Like, is it me?
Nigga, I heated them up before I went home. Had the plate riding shotgun like, oh, Homer Simpson. Oh, home. Shout out to Mr. Sean. Saw you checked in.
Appreciate it. Love you.
You get an air horn for that. You know what I mean? Yo, it's crazy because I do a lot of YouTubing too.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of people that build their own platforms and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And you know, it can't like once you jump down that rabbit hole, it kind of gets discouraging because there's a lot of people out there who's doing their own thing. They got their own following,
Yes.
but they don't have, to me at least, they don't have that it. You know what I mean? They do, but not the it that we have.
But they don't.
I do a lot of YouTube, man. It's a
You know
lot
what
of,
I
like
mean?
I said, a lot
Shout
of guys
out to a lot of YouTubers out there inspired what we're doing right now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's Drink Champs.
Yep.
I don't know,
Shout out
have
to
you
Nori.
ever seen?
I never saw. I heard about it, but never
Shout
heard.
out. I haven't.
Noriega. Oh yeah.
I'm gonna tell you
yeah,
real
right.
talk. I don't look at our competition.
Me either.
Yo,
I
when we come
just
together-
do our shit.
But we have just one or two elements out of each and every platform that makes us us. But you know, Nori, they get on like we get on.
Oh, Nori,
you know what I'm saying?
on.
Yeah, they be drinking and burning. I mean, they do everything.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Then you got what's popping right now is Jesus and Mero. Y'all heard of them?
I've heard them, but I don't know. I don't.
You ever check them? They got a YouTube channel. I guess they started out as a podcast. You know what I mean? And then Vice called them and was like, "Yo, we're gonna give y'all a show." So now they the most illustrious motherfuckers on late night.
Okay. Really?
You know what I'm saying? And it's just two guys doing. They don't get nice like we get nice. You know what I'm saying? They don't brew beer like we brew beer.
I don't think anybody.
They not us.
They,
You know what I mean? They not the PreGame Boys.
I don't think anybody out there is making their own shit.
Man, I know, right? That's
So
what I'm saying. We
everything
need to, like,
that
dog.
come out of the pregame,
We need
out of the
really-
pregamers, are something that we crafted with our own damn hands. You know what I'm
Originality.
saying? With outside this equipment, all these ideas and stuff that we came up with, we've implemented ourselves. We don't outsource shit.
Hell no.
You know what I'm saying? And I think that's one of the key things that makes us stand out. Hell, we'll go through the trouble of creating that shit ourselves before we lean on another motherfucker to do it.
Right.
You know what I mean? And in my eyes, that's gold.
It is.
You know what I mean?
It is.
Mm-hmm.
Hell,
Can you
point to
name-
another motherfucker who got their own labels.
You might got your own brew. You might got your
man.
own brew, but you ain't got your labels.
Dog.
And you might have labels, but your labels ain't popping.
Dog, they
And you
not
ain't got
popping,
your own
dog.
brew.
You know what I mean?
You ain't
Look,
got your own brew, nigga. You know what I'm
we
saying?
got
Know that shit.
four brothers out here on a mission, man. Like I said, man, we come together as a
My
unit, man.
face-
Anything
I want to be
possible.
Tyrese.
My face is on this shit. I got Fizz in this shit right now. Who boasting that?
Dog.
You know who boasting that? Bud Light, Heineken, Yingling, Stella Artois, 211, Red Stripe.
How the fuck did 211
211 got
get
hand got.
No, let me get a million of these.
211
Right.
got two products out there, and both of them are trash.
Reserve steel.
And Reserve Steel.
God.
Do me a favor.
What's up?
Hand me a chaser out of the refrigerator.
The chaser?
Doesn't matter what kind of chaser it is.
Okay.
Any chaser, and I will make a drink from whatever chaser he hands me.
Hey, everybody, Rome, what time is it?
The time is 9:57,
I am super on.
and I am on.
At the sanctuary.
What you
That'll
gonna
do.
do with that? What you
That'll
gonna do with that chaser, sir?
Make me a drink.
Oh, you are.
PreGame Brew.
It's not my thing. Beer just doesn't get me there.
The first 48 will. Don't get twisted. The first 48 will.
Well, the first 48 is.
Guaranteed. Yeah. Motherfucker right.
Oh, this is weird, man. Like, this is weird as fuck.
Cause
you
it's
know what I'm
pushing.
saying?
Like, wait
No,
a minute.
check
Why
this
am
out.
I on?
We started off with this with a microphone and not even an iPad, a tablet.
Oh yeah, shout out to Sidekicks 212, Bob the Linux, and Poise, man. Y'all check out the content, man, and the streaming shit, man. We gonna keep bringing it, man. Our goal, man. Look, man. We started off as a bunch of brothers just hanging out. We had a dream, and we took that dream into fruition. And we trying to take it to a higher scale, but it's still at the essence of everything, man. We still come together and do what we do, man. Let's have a good time and talk about what's real, man, and just keep it 100.
Yo, speaking of which, while we were gone, some things have happened. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
To go from recent to further back, we're at war. We just bombed Syria like a day or two ago.
I'm aware.
I'm seeing it.
You know
So
what I
I'm glad I
mean?
wasn't aware when it happened.
We just bombed Syria a day or two ago. Hell, Tristan Thompson just
Cheating on a
just fucked
Kardashian
himself-
shit.
Hold up,
just
though.
fucked
Hold up,
himself
though.
on the Kardashian
As far
level.
as Tristan Thompson goes, this is the problem with Facebook, right? You know when that video happened? Last year.
That video they showing of him?
Yes. The video of him right now that TMZ is showing is at least 365 days old.
Ah, I did not know that.
As
Exactly.
always.
Exactly. Which means Chloe probably already knew.
Okay.
Her and Tristan have probably already worked that shit out.
I don't want to pick it up.
Are they 100% cool?
I got to know.
Please.
Who knows? But this incident
originality,
happened in 2017. Go ahead.
It's a lot of top on that motherfucker.
Well, damn. Which brings me to my next point. Something that came out yesterday, and context may be twisted
I'm
or
gonna fuck you
viewed.
every time.
Y'all remember the
Pour your own
motherfuckers?
shots.
Yeah.
Shit, man.
Hell yeah. I
Look, I can't. I know my cup running over and shit, man.
Hey,
know. Hey, you gonna have to.
That's what I'm saying. I'm sitting here trying to. I gotta
Hey, yo,
get me a
listen.
pose just to take that shit.
to any
Damn.
people who come here and you're a guest of the pregame show, understand this. Understand this. When you walk through the doors of the sanctuary of the pregame show, and you're here for the pregame show, you are beholden to all the laws and rules
Let me get this shit.
of the sanctuary and of the pregame show. So, rule number 1,
That's on the bottom end.
party foul. Party foul. Live on camera. Party foul.
I couldn't laugh. I had to stop from laughing, man. Damn.
Know this.
Damn, man.
Pour your own drinks.
I couldn't stop from laughing. Damn, man.
Pour your own drinks.
Oh,
No, as much as I trust the keeper,
damn, man.
I don't trust
Pour
the
your own
keeper.
drinks. Pour your own drinks.
Man, damn, man.
Pour your own drinks.
Man, I'm laughing fucking hard out here, man. God damn.
Yo, I wish we could go back to replay that in slow motion.
You can later. Fix it in post.
Man, damn, man.
But know this. Know this to all people.
Man.
If you a brother out there or a sister who's like, yo, I can fuck with them niggas. If that's the case, just know this. When you come here, pour your own drinks.
No, there's no way you're gonna drink the pregame.
Because again, if it's poured
Snack.
and it's poured for you, you better drink it.
Yeah.
Damn.
Look, if you ask somebody to pour you a shot,
I know, right?
Fucking up.
you fucked up. That was your first fuck up.
Because the motherfucker pouring your shot might be like, this is a shot to me. And you might be thinking, yo, a shot's not that mean. Hey, you didn't pour it. But it was poured for you. So you know what that means? You gotta drink it.
Man, damn.
I know you gotta go home.
Hey, man.
I know you gotta go home.
Oh,
and
yeah.
look, if you need to wait it out a bit, okay. But know this.
Yo.
If you pour it or someone pours it for you in your name, you have HAVE, HALF, depending on where you at, depending on what zone you in, you have to drink that shit.
Hey, folks, can I get mine now?
What is the penalty for that
Can I
party
get my
foul
Flint now? I'll take my
of spilling that drink?
I'll take my Flint now.
Shot of Flint water. And going forward, when the skit's done, know this. If you motherfucker out there hosting parties and you buy a weak ass 6-pack, and it don't matter what it is, it can be a light beer, it can be ultra light.
Right.
You buy a 6-pack with your dumb ass, that's a 3-shot party foul.
Cause you know better. Cause you know better.
That's a 3-shot party foul.
3-shot bounty foul.
If you're hosting,
It's 3 shots.
you need to make sure that the party keep going.
Yeah, man.
It's on
Bring
you
that shit,
to make sure that the party keep going now, and that includes like, hey, Snacks, you coming through? Yeah, I'm on my way right now. Cop a 12, cop a bottle, cop something. But if the party ends at your house, because there's no more favors, be it drink, be it weed, be it whatever it is your vice is, If you run out at your party, that's a 3-shot party foul.
Tell you right
Flint
now.
water.
Tell you right now. I'm gonna tell you right now. If it got live in here right now and the party crunk up, if you run alcohol in here, everybody hammered. And I'll take them 3 shots happy. You know why? Because you know what? That was a great day. If you come here today and we run out of fucking alcohol, and you get what? I'll take them.
So, in an Avion bottle, and Avion is one of those waters that I don't like. It tastes like recycled air.
Recycled air.
That's what Avion tastes like to me. It tastes like airplane water.
God
It tastes
damn.
like airplane air.
water?
It tastes like airplane air.
God.
It's supposed to
So
be
it's only fitting that Flint water is in a plastic Avion bottle.
Oh, yeah. Oh, because you get what? If you don't think you're going to hit that bottle over and just get it breaking. Oh, no. It's plastic.
So,
It lasts. It's gonna be here.
do you want to pour it yourself?
Or, wait.
Hey, see when I look at that motherfucker?
The ashen one is on right now.
Shit.
But guess what?
Look,
Guess what?
man, dog.
But guess what? This right now is
That motherfucker
today,
right
today,
there.
Oh,
today
shit.
is not an official show. So
He don't have to take it today,
he does not.
but
He
he
asked
has
for
to
it.
take it before the official season premiere starts. What am I in
You
right
got
now?
2.
You got 2. You don't have to take it today, but take it, you will. You know what I'm saying?
What you want to do?
Work today.
You got-
Damn.
and you got to drive back to the hilltop.
Yeah.
You
What
good?
you want to do?
You good?
It's only 10 o'clock.
Am I pouring it for you?
No. You're sure the hell not.
But look, just so we keep it
Yeah.
clear, we also have the rules of the sanctuary that will be, you know what I'm saying, available for you guys shortly. So you know, if you happen upon this place, look, hey, I don't look. Me
As
personally,
soon as you cross the threshold, you are beholden to the rules of the sanctuary.
Man, that shit like concentrate. Hey, God damn, what the
Yo,
fuck?
and ain't nobody got no update on what's in the food.
Man, no. Nigga, this shit's like a solid.
Yo,
God.
and I got 2 of them before the season premiere.
I can tell you right now, add Hennessy Black to it. The all black. The all black, you know what I'm saying?
know what I mean?
Hennessy Black. Okay, that shit right there now.
And my man just took his shot of
Damn
flip
right.
water like a champ for the party foul.
Look.
And look, and yo, for all people out there, when you're hosting parties, start implementing the party foul.
Yeah, definitely.
Start implementing it.
Look.
It's a good icebreaker. It's a good way to keep the party going, keep it fun. Party foul.
What? Oh.
Party foul. You got to take a shot of whatever it is.
And immediately everybody stop what you do.
For us, it's Flint water. Now, with that being said, we are not trying to desensitize or make fun or light of the fact that the people in Flint are truly hurting right now.
Yo, they just came back up, man.
With that bull, yeah, they're trying to say that, we're no longer giving away free bottles of water. But y'all didn't fix all the fucking pipes yet, though.
But you gave that contract to Nestle. You know what I'm saying? They gave a bottling I don't know how many gallons per day.
You copping another?
Oh yeah.
Man, it's on
And I say
point.
copping. And yo, real talk, y'all. This first 48.
First 48 is that shit. You know what I mean?
You only got to be a beer drinker. And these 2 aren't beer drinkers.
Right.
Yo, I don't drink beer. I definitely don't. But what I like about the first 48,
Put them in the
right?
sink.
See?
Pull the labels off and put them in the sink so we can
Where you put the labels at?
I mean, we can't use the labels anymore.
Yeah, shit me. Put them on top of here. The bottles that ain't labeled right there. We'll label the bottles and we
How
can
many
see.
bottles we need?
About like 10.
Yo, how much?
Alright.
What you want me to put the big sticker off and the little one too?
If you can, both.
I guess next time we can be a little smarter with the labels, but fuck.
Look, we had 4. No, it's what it is. We had 48 bottles,
Are
and
you
the
sure you
pack.
want to keep all of these?
At least 8 for the remaining bottles that we don't have.
We
left.
had 48 bottles,
Yeah, at least 8.
and the pack came with 40 fucking labels.
Cause I don't, hell, the sticker ain't even bonded to them yet. They
It's
just
really
that
like-
fresh.
Yeah,
You
they
know
are.
what I'm saying? They
Yeah.
just that fresh.
Yeah.
So I get it. But I'm not a beer drinker, right?
Me either.
But
It's
when
alright.
I sip it, for some reason, all the stuff that makes beer unlikable
Mm-hmm.
makes it, you know what I mean? We made it happen with that.
It's in there. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Maybe it was the two motherfuckers that don't drink beer that said, hey,
Mm-hmm.
okay on the whole flavoring thing.
Right.
Because think about it. From last time to this time, we put twice as much flavoring in it as we did as the last time.
Yeah.
And we still don't taste the flavor, but the beer is just that good.
Yeah. No. Right.
You know what I mean?
Bees tasting beers. Bees tasting beers. But back, look. What just happened here is just a byproduct, you know what I'm saying, being one of the pre-gamers. Look, the Sanctuary was what Sanctuary is. And that being the case, look, we want y'all to let y'all know the pre-gamers are hospitable. You know what I'm saying? Look, look. This alcohol we got here, you know what I'm saying? Now, if you don't want the first 48, we may take a donation for some of that, you know what I'm saying? However, when you come here, ain't nobody ask you to chip in on shit. Whatever is here that day, look, the first day my man came here, I was eating crab legs.
And my man hit me up and was like, yo, heard about the snowstorm? Yeah. What you doing? I'm on my way to the hotel now. You ain't got to go to the hotel. You can come here.
Yo, was that day we were supposed to share a hotel room?
I don't know.
Yo.
Maybe so. But some was like, you don't got to go there. You can come here and post stuff.
That was that day.
I'm like,
I know it was.
I'm like, okay. and then he adds, making crab legs.
I'm on the way.
And I'm like, at 4 in the afternoon?
I was on vacation.
He's like, yeah. So I come, I post up. Son already got the big collard greens, Thanksgiving pot of crab legs going. He's like, yo, you want butter? You want what you need? What you want for these crab legs? I'm like, whatever you got. And so I'm sitting in the living room and I hear the blender going. I'm like, son, what you doing? Make some daiquiris. Somebody else coming?
No.
Somebody else coming?
I'm gonna drink this shit. So I'm like, so I made the mistake of pour me one of whatever you're drinking. Okay, but know this: if it goes in a cup, if it goes in a shot glass, if it goes in a fucking soup bowl, if it's alcohol, you're gonna drink that shit. If it was poured in your name by yourself or someone else, you gotta drink it.
Rules of the sanctuary. Man.
Pour all you want. Drink all you pour.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yo, check this out. Check this out. It is crazy because,
Yeah.
I mean, even though that sounds like punishment,
Yeah.
those rules, but if you were to go to a bar, you know what I'm saying, and you ask that bartender to pour you up, and they pours you up like Kev pours you up, you'd be tipping him extra.
Yeah, you would. You would.
You know what I'm saying?
And you gonna pay
appreciate
for
it.
And you gonna pay for it. You know what I
looked
mean?
out for me. You looked out.
Like it's one of those things. It's one of those things where if you would be happy if you were paying for it. But since it's, and if you pay for it, you can drink half of it, throw the rest of it away. You know what I mean? Do whatever the fuck you want. But since you were a guest, and this man is being such a great host.
Yeah.
It's
Hospitable out there.
Has to
Hospitable.
go
It
down.
has to go.
And guess what? The sanctuary rules didn't just manage to appear. It came from situations that happened previous to here. We used to have parties in my spot in college all the time and get a bottle. Folks come through, we would know where I would leave. I got a cup and wait a minute, what's this? Oh shit, that's strong as hell. And full. Who's pouring cups of alcohol out here just
Wasting them.
hold on, fuck all that. We buying alcohol. We don't care what you drink, but you know what? Before you hit that dope out of here, it's going in your fucking throat.
Because as the keeper of the sanctuary, if you run out of alcohol,
It's on me.
it's on him. So he has to be responsible for what alcohol gets distributed. So if you pour your shot, drink your
that
shot.
shot.
You know
So
what I'm saying?
it is imperative anybody who walks through that door of the sanctuary, if you don't drink, if you do drink, whatever kind of drinking you do, pour your own shit.
More of the story is pour your own shit.
Cause look, ain't nobody gonna sit here and say, yo, why you only got half a shot? Cause I poured it. Because I know my limit. And that's good. But look, if you looking at me and for whatever reason, you too busy to pour your own shot. And you come to me, you come to Rome, you go to Snacks, you go to the Ashen one, Mr. Hicks. Look, if it gets poured, if it gets poured in your name,
your cup runs.
You better pour it yourself.
I'm sorry.
You better pour it yourself, or your cup might run it over.
It's funny because it's Sunday.
Don't matter. I don't care if you gotta be at work in 15 minutes. If I'm the type of nigga who's like, a shot is to the edge, and you say, hey, yo, done. I'm kind of busy right now. Pour this shot for me.
Okay.
I'm not going to ask, are you sure? I'm not going to ask, hey, me? I'm going to pour you what I think a shot is.
And you know what I'm going to say?
And when I slide it to you, you're going to drink it.
It can be
Or it's a
split.
party foul.
Yeah, you might not want to pick that up. The party rules apply. You might not want to pick that up.
No, it's crazy because my mom used to run me to the kitchen to do everything. You know what I'm saying? Yo, go get me a glass of water.
Oh, yeah.
And she get pissed. I pour half a glass of damn water. You know, you gotta pour you some water.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And with that's like a homely rule.
Exactly.
If you get somebody else to do it, ain't no half measure.
Yeah.
Y'all lucky is sanctuary rules and not 609 rules. 609 rules. Oh, what? It don't matter. If this is your cup, if that's your shot glass, if you go to the bathroom and leave your shot glass
shit.
there,
That's
guess
Old
what?
Testament
If
shit.
you go somewhere and come back, that's your shot. Who glass is that? That's yours.
Be
That's-
like bow.
And that's
bow,
the bathroom.
Bow.
And that's the bathroom.
Folks taking their cups to the bathroom. Cause don't think folks would have a shot tequila in their shot glass and fill up a nice shot glass of clear tequila. Go to the bathroom and come back. Why the fuck is my shit bubbling over? And why is it brown now? They have poured brown alcohol into your tequila.
Oh, man.
You just water.
And get what? And what the fuck? Hey, that's your
It's your
shot.
glass.
Oh,
It's your
Your
glass.
cup.
Handle your responsibility.
Right.
Be a man. Handle your
Exactly.
responsibility.
Exactly. Look, everybody out there.
That sound like fun
When
as
you
fuck.
know your limits, you better tap the fuck out.
Yeah.
And you better let it be known, like, hey, yo, Snacks, I'm tapping out.
You need to stay at what you
No
do.
cup going further is mine. Period. You better tap the fuck out, because if you don't, look, I'll say this. Officially, as of today, April 15th, 10:18 a.m., 2018. So far, I'm the only one that I know of who has skirted the sanctuary rules.
One time.
I created Flint water.
Yes.
I created Flint water. The day this nigga made Long Island iced teas.
I'll never forget it.
This nigga's, what I heard was one part this. And if you know Long Island iced teas, there's like 4 fucking liquors in that shit. It's all liquor.
Yo, that was season 1, episode 4.
I don't know what episode it was,
Season 1.
but I know we went to go see a movie that day, and
We went to that.
With the Martins
We went
first.
to Martins. Yeah.
I think it might have been
It
Blair.
was the
I
Blair-
think
it
it
was
might have
the
been Blair
Blair
Bitch.
Bitch.
I think it was the
the
Blair
Blair
Bitch.
show.
He did Long Island iced teas that day, and I, to what my mind remembers, followed him to a T, because I'm the worst to make drinks. I'm the worst. And he was like, what I heard was one part, but I didn't see what he used as the one part. thought it was a shot glass. I put all the liquors.
I
That-
did.
that
but I
he put-
But I did it for all
You
of
did
us.
it, yeah, he did it for 4 people. You know what I'm saying?
So I sit there and I do one part. How many
That's
liquors
how
are in
it
it?
1 part gin,
That's
1
how
part
it
vodka, 1 part rum, 1 part tequila, 1 part triple sec.
And then I'm looking at my cup, and I'm like, "There's no room for soda in this." I'm looking at this like,
Straight alcohol.
there's
man.
no more room for a chaser. And I'm like, I didn't do this right.
Yes.
But according to sanctuary rules,
Mm.
I gotta drink it. Now look, folks,
Right, that's a
I got this cup
full of straight liquor.
filled to this line of 4 different kinds of alcohol.
Fuck.
1 shot apiece.
One
Never
shot.
lost.
One shot each. Ice is in it. And I already know the rules. I'm like,
Oh shit, I gotta drink this shit.
I gotta drink this whole fucking thing. First sip I took, my body was like, you fucked up. You fucked up all the way. But being the nigga that I am, I was like, we're going to a movie. Oh, there's an empty water bottle here. All of this is going in this, and hopefully this Martin's is going to eat this shit up. So we go to Martin's. Shout out to the DD who was there through the whole Martin's trip. Helped us get our orders together. And
Mr. Crutch.
Man,
No.
you was there?
No, that wasn't Crutch.
You was there?
That
was
wasn't
all
Crutch.
5 of us? It was all 5 of us?
That wasn't Crutch. That was us and the original DD.
Live.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Shout out to Blas.
Yeah, that is right.
And he helped drive us there, drove us to the theater. It was like, I gotta bounce. But he was there. And I had a water bottle, a Flint water. Not half a water bottle. A 6.
No, that thing was full.
That shit burned.
Yo, I remember taking a sip of it, and I was like, yo, you fucked up. Like, I remember, I don't know whether I was at Martin's or at the movie theater, but I was like,
Before we left the sanctuary,
oh,
before we left
that's you right there.
Before we left the sanctuary, niggas knew I fucked up. I was like, yo, you said a part of each. And some was like, yeah. But this little part of each, and the rest is the chaser.
Yeah, I was in the car going into the movie theater after he had made this genius idea to put this shit in the water bottle. I was like, yo, I'm gonna help you with this shit. And I was like, oh no, you on your own.
You see this barbecue sauce? It looked like this.
It looked like that barbecue sauce.
In a water bottle.
I remember I'm like, yo, this shit is potent. So that's why you put 4 shots of 4 different liquors.
Man.
In a
Yes. It fucking burned.
burn. Yeah.
As soon as it went down.
Not to intervene, but it is currently 10:23. I've had 3 first 48s, a shot of Crown Apple,
No shot of Jägermeister.
Jägermeister, and a
Part
shot
of a shot
of
of
Flint.
part of a shot of Crown
And
Apple.
a shot of Flint.
Which got you a shot of
And
Flint
I am
water.
currently on right now.
Yo, I went to the theater, and
Fuck.
and I'm gonna tell y'all this right now. When I walked out the doors of the sanctuary, I already knew what my plan was. I'm like, they're gonna see me visually bring this Flint water out. Like, look, yo, I'm gonna drink it.
Yo, when I took a sip of that, right? Like, I'll finish that for you. Yo, when I took a sip of it, I was like, yo, you fucked up.
Yeah.
After the movie, I was like, yo, what happened to that? What happened to that Flint water?
And yo, real talk, Denzel, I should have your Oscar. I was like, oh fuck! I left it.
I was like, yeah, I was like, yeah, right, bro.
Yeah, okay.
That shit was
I left it.
That shit.
I left it.
Yo,
I'm
that's
sorry.
hilarious.
Dog, when I tell y'all, if you've ever been to Martin's is a Southern staple. An Atlanta Southern staple. Martin's, breakfast-wise, I was like, oh, yo, the 2 biscuits and hash browns I'm going to get, so we eat all this shit up.
Right.
I sipped that Flint water 2 times. I had a full water bottle of Flint water 2 times. And I was like, my brain was like, nigga, don't. Everybody's watching the movie. Just leave it. And I did. Shout out to the movie staff who found it.
and said, what the fuck is this?
Yo, the movie person who found it was like, I ain't drinking that shit.
Yeah.
Somebody didn't follow through on their party foul. But shout out to Dunson, yours truly, who got out of that shit. I did. Now, maybe that's the reason why I couldn't get these DBZ quiz questions.
Oh, man. Yo, man, I'm going to bring together my DBZ community. We're coming together. I'm going to find once we do this.
But I owe the people and the sanctuary 2 shots of Flint water before the show starts.
It was your idea to take 2 shots of Flint water.
Dog,
shit. I was like, yo, you shouldn't answer any Dragon Ball Z.
It was the Bombay.
That's the sad part.
It was the Bombay. It was the Bombay. It was the, and everybody knows Bombay. Bombay is the illest hockey player in the world. 8-year-old kid, Gordon Bombay, in my opinion, is the illest hockey player next to Jesse. The only black nigga from the first season.
For the first season.
No, I think there were 2.
No, there was one. Him and his brother, the other brother, you never saw that name.
The nigga in Mighty Ducks. Illest nigga in hockey ever. Every nigga who I see in hockey is based off of that nigga.
Wasn't Kale in that bitch? Or Keenan was in that?
Keenan was in
movie 2 and 3.
Yeah.
But number 1 is what set it off.
The nigga who
And
doing
Jesse was the only nigga and his little brother were the only light-skinned niggas in Mighty Ducks. So that let me know, yo, niggas can play hockey. That literally let me know that. But straight up, man.
Yo, you hit the Gordon. You asked for the Gordon Bombay.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. You asked for the Gordon Bombay.
I was adamant. Cause up until that point, I fucked up 2 Gordon Bombays. That naturally happened. Naturally. When we had our original OT idea, everybody made it through. Everybody. Except Dunn.
I was like this.
The Bombay.
He got it pulled up.
Oh shit. Yeah, I was like, oh damn.
Yeah.
Fucking Bombay twice, mother.
He got it pulled up. Let's go. That's hilarious.
Which lets us know we're on a whole nother page than anybody else. Which lets us know that, like, we have something. You know what I mean? We've always had something.
Exactly.
And that's what it was. You know what I mean? Like, we, in a way, we turned tragedy into something bigger than that. I'm not going to say profit, but I'm going to say something bigger than that. You know what I mean? It's going to take something bigger to turn it into profit, but, you know what I mean? Like, we took shit and we ran with it. It's almost like, you ever spent the night with your cousin or whatever the fuck, and y'all made up a game, and y'all was making up rules as y'all was just going along?
Yeah.
That's what the pregame show is. You know what I'm saying? Like, we try things out, and if it don't work, throw it out. If it do work, that's the rules. You know what I mean? We making up the rules as we go along, and it's becoming something big. Now we got beers with our own damn labels on them. Like, that's crazy. I think that's crazy. You know what I mean? And hell, even on my end, it's all this equipment that I had laying around for other shit.
Exactly. You got the tools, man.
You know what I mean? I'm not even trying to, bring it to me or put it on
But
me.
you got the tools.
But it's
Wrong
we
shots.
we took something and we made something out of it, and we're okay with it.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? And in fact, we keep doing things
Mhm.
Don't fall in.
like that. His story about Flintwater,
You fall.
and now that tragic story of the Flintwater now is a staple of
The show.
The show. You know what I mean?
Yep.
It's like we take what happens to us and we turn it into
We
art.
figure out a way to incorporate it.
You know what I mean? And nobody does that.
Nobody. The pre-gamers do that shit.
I mean, nobody does that in real time. Because a lot of stuff we do real time. The reason we go live most of the time is because we know we've worked in the industry enough to know what happens when things go
That was my
live.
last ride at Universal with my daughter.
And on
I
top
had to
of
do it
that,
all right out there. Did you ever hear
And on
Jimmy
top
Fallon
of that-
talk about he had a ride?
we go live.
Yeah, it was crazy. Jimmy Fallon
For
and man,
everything.
Black Thought, man, he had a rap so hard when
Yo,
we was
me
waiting
and
to get
this-
on it. Oh, it was so hard.
Me and this nigga, especially this nigga, and everybody in here, when it comes to Sundays, when it comes to the pregame season, when the season's on, and we're in we got 10 shows. Obviously, 9 and 10 is a double show. So we got 8 shows where we got 8 shows per season where we need to be like, it's me personally. Because right now I don't have a lot of original content flooding in just yet. So my thing is this show and making sure I know where we're gonna go for the hour that we have allotted for ourselves. I know where we're gonna go. I know I work on transitions. How we're gonna move to the next subject. That's what I work on. So, formatting. And when I tell you that this show is in the process of being worked out, all the way up until the point when Jerome is like, we're live. I am not kidding. We formulate 3 seasons in, and when the show starts, it's still not 100 on what we're gonna do. It's still not. I know these dudes is like, we're doing a show at 9 a.m. on Sunday.
Yeah.
I'm the one that's like, what are the points we're trying to hit?
Yeah.
And I try and work out transitions. I try to be the referee. You know what I mean? Of all of us in here, I have designated myself as the referee. But when I tell you that the show is not the show until it goes live, I mean that shit. Even with an outline.
Shit is all out the door, man.
Even with an outline. Even with an outline.
This show is Flintwater.
Yeah, man. Hey, look, man. You can't help originality. You can't help real niggas being real niggas. I'm sorry.
This show is Flintwater. You know what I mean? Like,
You know what I mean?
At this point, I don't even share the outline with these niggas no more.
True. Because like I said,
I used to be that nigga to be like, yo, I came up with the format of the show, check it out. And I show up on Sunday and be like, yo, you check it out? No, I didn't. That's your job.
Yeah.
Rome, make sure technically
But, yeah.
the show can go live.
Yes.
Snacks, I got my drink of the day.
Yep.
I got my reviews. I'm ready to go.
When I can show up.
And the Asher one, when he can show up, is like, yo, I got the games on deck.
Yo, man, I'm here, man.
And Rome, Cuzzo is here like, yo, whatever you need me to throw up on
Yeah.
screen, make sure I have
Yeah.
it. And there it goes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so in terms of the show, being that I'm not generating a lot of content, I'm like, yo, as far as the show being as within boundaries as it can, that's my job. And even then, I say we have boundaries, but we don't.
But can I touch on that?
Yes.
As uniform as
Yes.
we try to make our show, as long as we can keep that originality, the fact that it's for God, that impromptu kind of
Look.
unstaged content,
Look.
us being us with
Look.
alcohol. Look, man,
Look,
it's
check
always
out.
gonna be official.
Shut up. I think it's like this. It's like, yo, we could do this.
Let's do it.
Yo, we're doing it now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yo,
Yeah.
it goes just like that. It's like, yo, we should. yo, wouldn't it be cool if we had a show and motherfucking, you know what I mean? And then like, yo, we can do this. Like, let's do this.
Yep.
We're doing it now. You know what I'm saying? We'll do it live.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
Fuck
Like,
it,
like,
do
do
it
it
live.
SNL, baby. Do it live. Motherfucker, do it live. SNL, baby.
We just look. We ain't got no bosses.
No.
When it comes to the pregame show, you're looking at the bosses.
Yeah.
If you don't like it, I'm telling you right now, fuck you. Don't tune in no
Go
more.
fuck yourself.
Don't tune in anymore. Don't tune in anymore.
Or in a polite way, I'm sorry, this is GFY. You can go ahead and
Wait. Yeah. And you can tell them.
To go fuck themselves. Shout out to Trump. That is the coldest line for my president.
Almost. I think, like, yo, we might get along with Russia. We might get along with Iran. But then we might not. That's that gangster shit right there.
I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm gonna tell you right now. As far as the president goes, I didn't vote for him. I'm not a fan of him. But to the folks who are a fan of Trump, I personally see you no different as persons who were fans of Obama, of Clinton, of Reagan. It doesn't matter what they do. It doesn't matter how good a job they do or not. You voted for them, you're riding with them to the end. And to those folks, those Trump supporters, I get it. I get it. But know this. I don't support Trump.
At all.
But that whole... and you can tell them to go fuck themselves.
Fuck yourself.
We watched that promo. We watched that promo for at least 3 months. And whether you support him or not, we were like, hey, real talk, that's some real shit. That's some real shit.
tell
What
them
this idiot
that
say?
I said go fuck themselves.
And that's prime time. And if you don't know what prime time is,
8 to 11, baby.
8 to 11.
Go fuck themselves.
And that shit
My
ran
God.
during prime time
We're fucking doomed.
on NBC. And look, NBC, I don't fault you for it because I know you're liberal. I know you are.
Oh, that happened on every network.
It
Wow.
did.
NBC. What is NBC? It was
Fuck
CNN,
themselves. Was this the State of the
ESPN.
Union address or something?
No.
Which is in my
This
business.
was a promo.
the promo.
Go fuck themselves.
This was a promo.
Him at a rally
That-
talking.
This was a,
That was a Trump rally, yeah.
And then
It
the
was-
other one-
my
and what's
God.
worse is it's a promo that Clinton,
yeah, put out
that
there.
Hillary put out. And
Oh.
and I remember those final nights in NBC when it's just me and this nigga right here, like.
What's next?
Yo. Oh, shit.
Empty
I
asshole.
know. Shit's real.
When the shit ended, it was just me and this nigga right here. And it ended an hour or two before our shift was over.
Oh, the very last day?
Yes.
Yeah,
Nice.
It was like 2 hours out before it was time for us to leave.
4 or something like that.
Oh, man.
And so
Oh, man.
And we
like, what the fuck is next? Like,
we always heard that clip. And we didn't support Trump, but really we were like, that's the realest shit.
Hey,
That's the realest shit.
you can tell them I said go fuck themselves.
And so, shout out to Trump for providing a statement for the pregame show.
so what Trump was like, it was like, kind of like a negative post from Hillary Clinton about
Yes.
Hillary Clinton about
Yes.
the
highlight-
about
Donald
the
Trump.
character of this man.
The
Like,
highlight-
You gonna say this at a fucking rally?
The highlight was this man saying, and you can tell them
That I
to go fuck themselves. But we real niggas.
Trump. Go
I don't support Trump, but real talk, when it comes to the pregame show, if you don't like it,
fuck yourself.
we will tell them folks, go fuck yourself.
Right, straight up.
So
Straight
I don't
up.
support Trump, but I support that statement.
But, man, my old lady called me a Trump supporter all the damn time.
Supporter?
Hey,
Full disclosure.
now before you go forward, before
Supporter.
Cuzzo goes forward,
No.
I
because
remember
that
season 2. I remember season 2. And I remember the talk about the table. And we were like, we want a seat at the table. Obama provided us a seat at the table. Oprah provides us a seat at the table. That I remember that's what we were talking. And Cuzzo was the one to be like, fuck a seat at the table. I want the table back.
I remember that conversation.
Yeah.
I want the table back.
I don't remember. I was trying to act like I do, but
I remember that shit.
I remember.
I remember because I was like, yo, so what? You want a seat at the table? And you was like, no. I want the table back. I don't think that's exactly what you said, but that's the gist. And it makes sense. Why are we sitting here trying to fight for a consolation prize? Why not be my table? Why not be the host? I know there's party fouls, but why not be the host? Why not be like, I don't give a fuck what y'all talking about. But if you want to talk, come to my house. Now, if you invite folks into your house, go on Game of Thrones for a second. If you invite folks to your house, no fuckery. The invite to the house is we're gonna chill. We're gonna conversate. We're gonna break bread. If you're hungry, I'm gonna feed you. And when you leave, I know you're good to make it home, or
but look,
I have some kind of sleeping arrangements for you because I love you that much, whether you're my enemy or my ally.
Or do you? I'm not saying that Kev don't.
And that's why he's Black's headroom.
You know, and I'm not saying that Kev don't. But
Red
think
wit.
about Rick James. Think about that whole thing. Fuck your couch, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, think about that mentality to go forward with that. You know what I mean? That was the only thing I was pointing out.
Mm-hmm.
When Trump came out and said, "I'm running for president," that was the same. That was for me. That was the equivalency of Rick James saying, "Fuck your couch."
Okay.
And everybody thought that whole scene was gold. So when somebody go on a platform like the presidency and say, "Fuck your couch," of course there's gonna be a lot of people that be like, "Yo,
It's gonna be backlash.
yeah, fuck your couch."
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's gonna be like,
And-
fuck your couch, and
and
there's gonna
I'm
be
not-
folks who are like, that's not PC.
No, only the host would say that. Like if I came in and I was like, "Yo, fuck your rules" or whatever, you know what I mean?
Damn, what's that about?
Kev, as the keeper of the sanctuary, would only be like, "Yo, this is how you treat my hospitality." You know what I mean? And a part of me, you know, a part of that is like, "Yo, fuck your rules. We make our own rules."
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And a part of that was, you know what I mean, not necessarily, you know, decadent on the, you know, who get offended by it. You know, it was just the fact that it's the freedom involved
Well,
in
tell you
saying,
now,
"Fuck your
we
couch."
gonna make our own
You know what I'm
rules.
saying? Yeah.
We gonna make our own rules
We're
out
gonna
here.
make our own rules out here. And I knew when Trump
And that's
came
catchy.
about and was like, "Yo, I'm coming in, I'm draining the swamp, I'm making my own rules." I was like, "Man, that man gonna win."
Yeah, he lied though. I mean, he lied. He lied
course.
about it.
Because that's we talked about that too. The politician part about it. It was like, "Yo, he is the politician," but I was like, "Yo, he is the politician."
He's selling shit. He's selling
selling
snake
it.
oil.
You know what I mean? Selling snake
Snake
oil.
oil.
You know what I mean? Like what people have to understand is absolute value. You know what I'm saying? Just as bad as motherfuckers hated Kanye West, they love Kanye West.
Exactly.
Just as bad as motherfuckers hate Trump, there's
They
people
love
out there they love him.
Liberals.
You know what I mean?
Liberals love him.
Me, on the other hand, I'm on the fence. Because I'm not happy with the regime that's in play. And I'm looking for a shakeup.
Yes.
But even though I know that man ain't the right man for the job, it's better than going through the motions.
Quick side note, what I would say, in terms of all of our views here, yours is a balanced view. You know what I mean? I would say it's balanced because when Trump was still running, in terms of the PreGame Boys, I remember Rome being the only one to be like, "Yo, you can't call these people deplorables."
You can't call all of them that, no.
He was the one who said that. In terms of the pre-gamers, a lot of us were on like, we don't want this man as our leader, as a leader of me. Like, look, I understand the people who follow Trump are all on board. But when you become president, you represent everybody. And me personally, I don't fuck with what you're saying. And that's what at least the three of us were on. But Son was on, like, yo, Hillary fucked up when she was like, those folks are deplorables. The media fucked up when they call these people uneducated.
No, see, but
less educated.
No,
because you were the one who was like, yo, you can't say that to people who have chosen who they want to vote for.
No. Check this out.
That's what you were saying.
What I was really saying though is that by saying that, right, you weren't dissing Trump. You were dissing the people that were behind Trump.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And with that being said, you know what I mean? That's more detrimental than, you know what I mean, like actually insulting Trump. You're insulting the people that follow Trump.
Exactly.
And Kev, matter of fact, all of us except for you. I'm sorry, I hate to single you out. But Rome, Georgia.
Mm-hmm.
Asheville, North Carolina. You know what I'm saying? Like what I wanted people to understand is that the circle, the little environment that we're in, there's more to it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And looking around at what's going on in Atlanta and what's going on around in our face, it seemed like Hillary was going to win.
Yes.
But,
That's what everybody thought.
But that was only what we saw in front of our faces.
Mm-hmm.
We don't know about Scranton, Georgia. We don't know about Asheville, South Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
We don't know about Rome, Georgia.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we don't know about Augusta, Georgia.
Mm-hmm.
We don't know about all these other places that have
these small towns that you don't think about.
That we are lower than the minority. We're non-existent. You know what I'm saying? And that these folks that are in these places where we don't exist, like in Atlanta, what tilts everything is that in big cities. You know what I mean? There's more diversity.
So much diversity, yeah. People can.
There's so much diversity in big cities that in big cities, you know what I mean? It seems that things should go another way because there's enough of us around to say that this isn't right.
But that's one city out of the state.
But that's one city out of the state where we hold the most concentration.
Exactly.
But in the place in buttfuck Georgia, buttfuck Alabama, buttfuck Mississippi,
buttfuck Kentucky,
fucking Oklahoma, Illinois, you can go on like for days.
Even though that one man may be right, you know what I'm saying? In the consensus of popular majority, you're absolutely wrong.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
man. It's certain scenarios.
That's what happened.
I remember before the election, Son was like, Son could win that shit.
Be prepared. No, I didn't say Son could win. I said be prepared.
And I said, look, man, look, he already got what he got. And I see one thing: they hate that lady.
Just like Jay Chappelle. Jay Chappelle came up was like, "Yo, I didn't want Trump to win, but I knew the white majority."
Look,
you know what I mean?
I was of the consensus that was like, "Ain't no way."
And I told you.
I was of the consensus that was like, yo, real talk. All the shit that he's talking, he can't deliver on. One. And two, the majority is not going to go for that.
See, but
they did.
Look, it's a distorted faction of what one might think is the majority. You know what I mean?
True.
It's like, yo, we sitting around here, we doing our thing, we getting drunk and everything. To us, we feel like the majority. But in the bigger scale of the spectrum,
of course,
we are still.
There's a majority in capital cities in this country.
We're 2 tiers in a bucket.
We're dropping the bucket.
I mean, and we're talking about in capital cities in this country, the Atlantas, the Asheville's, the Charlottes. I mean, where you got a lot of diversity
counties.
where people can talk. But exactly, the small counties killed us. The people who really feel like Trump is making a statement in these small hick town countries,
it's even more than that. You know what I'm saying? It's even deeper than that. Like in these small buttfuck towns of the majority, you know, where we feel like we're diverse, we're not, because what I knew is that white people own most of the land. They own most of the farm industry. They own most of the fucking, you know what I mean? They own most of the things. I mean, us just being on this property doesn't make. This is why they want us to rent as opposed to own.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like if Kevin owned the sanctuary. When I say own, I mean you got the
land and
Nigga,
the
I
building.
own my shit.
You got the dirt.
Yeah.
Right.
Damn
You
right.
got the
You
dirt.
can put up whatever you want
You know
outside.
what I mean? You got the dirt. You got the dirt.
They don't
you
want
got
you
the
to own.
sand.
They don't want you
You know
to
what
own.
I'm saying? If you had if black people really had the sand in Atlanta, it would have made more difference. But since we rent,
Exactly.
they get
Black
to move
folks.
us around. You know what I mean? With gerrymandering, redlining, and all this other
The
stuff.
new stadium.
You don't get approved for this house over here.
No, you don't.
Because
new
we don't
stadium.
approve of that there. You know what I mean? Like, and it was I knew that we were bottlenecked we were concentrated. You know what I'm saying? Like, when it comes to major cities in America is the Flint water of America. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's everything. Everything you can pile in just to populate that area. But, of course, that area don't control that area. You know what I mean? Think about downtown Atlanta. Downtown Atlanta might be should be the most diverse areas in Atlanta. But it's probably only owned by
Three motherfuckers.
three motherfuckers. And those three motherfuckers are white.
They rule absolute.
You know what I mean? And even though it's enough of us to fucking start a revolution, you know what I mean? We don't have enough to make change in the game and the rules that we playing. You know what I'm saying? It's like LeBron, KD, Steph Curry, and everybody being on the same team.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's like all these star players being on the same team,
But
they
I
don't own the
Get
team.
what you're saying exactly, but
But
how
they
do we
don't
start
own the
that
team.
reform though? If when you think
You gotta
about
be
black
okay.
people,
You
you think
gotta be
about
okay.
black people.
You gotta be okay with owning something and not getting the rapport that you get from going through that energy of owning it.
What do
know
you
what I mean?
mean?
Like,
Elaborate
for
on that,
instance,
Jerome.
Like
Owning something without getting the rapport of owning it?
Like all of us three. You know what I'm saying? You are the only one that owns the house.
Yes, and I own my own property.
That, you know what I mean? But you're the minority in this group.
What do you
own your
mean,
own house.
Jerome?
You don't own your own house. I don't own my own house. You own your own house. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to explain.
Yeah,
Because,
like
because you own your own house, but you own your own house.
but
under
you
their
guys
rules.
could own you could.
You know what I mean? You own your house under their rules in the outskirts.
Like basically,
They being the majority of the white people who make the
Even though you
regulations
don't-
for what
even
it
though
calls to be a homeowner.
Even though you were given the opportunity to own your own home,
you couldn't.
you're still the minority out of homeowners in your area.
Because based off the
You know what I
the
mean?
white man
Now,
owning the jurisdiction.
if you owned your own home and Cam owned the house next door, and he owned the house next door to that, and I own the next door to that, is their strength.
Yeah.
It's almost like the five fingers in the fist thing.
But that comes to our community as a
You know
whole
what I mean?
with black folks. Wow.
No. Because
It's bigger than that.
What-
It's bigger than that.
it's
What do
bigger
you
than that.
What do you mean?
bigger
It
They're
comes.
selective. They're selective on who gets approved for these loans to own.
They're selective, meaning the white man is only going to allow a certain amount of minority to own a certain amount of property, so that they can't be the majority
it's good,
on
it's
what.
good that Jermaine buys one house in the middle of Conyers. You know, I'm sorry. I'm not.
Stop
like I said, I'm not.
Mhm.
I'm not tearing you down at all.
Of course,
You know what I mean?
good.
But it's easier for Jermaine to own one piece of property where he's the minority than for all of us to go in and say we want 4 houses.
Yes.
You know
Yes.
what I mean?
Because that's a problem.
That's a problem.
But
Four
I don't
niggas-
understand that. But
four-
because you can do
because-
that if you want
Because
to.
here's the thing: 4 niggas
Mhm.
owning land.
It comes up to the minority stepping up.
4 niggas owning land
Like say
is
for
a
instance-
problem
let's say for instance,
as
you got out
opposed
there.
to 1 out of 4 who owns land.
Exactly.
Because if
What's the deciding factor
because
in
if
that,
all four,
Not saying
because
we
this
can't do
thing,
it.
exactly,
If-
exactly,
saying that.
exactly.
no, but here's the thing: if all four of us own land, we own the land.
Of course,
That
right.
means let's say these cell phones blow up even bigger, and Verizon is like, yo, Jermaine, I need your yard, I need your acre to put this tower up.
No,
You can be like, you can be like no, or you can be like, it's gonna cost you $2 million.
yeah,
Fuck it.
Every month, for you to put your tower up.
We're kind of
Hold up, for you to put your tower up on my land that I owned,
Fuck it, we'll go somewhere else.
your rent is going to be $2 million a month. And Verizon might be like, fuck that.
No.
T-Mobile might be like, man, fuck that.
I think we screwed
But then
off the concept that I'm trying to
but
hit
then
on.
Worse than that.
Sprint
It's worse
is like, I'll pay that shit.
No, it's worse than that.
But
Check
see,
it out. So check it out. So say you bought your own home.
Of course, right?
Now
I'm talking.
you gotta get
as
approved
our
and
rate,
everything, and everything like
yeah.
that, right?
Yeah.
It's all about concentration. You know what I'm saying? It's okay for black people to be
Homeowners.
It's okay. No, it's okay for one black person to be the homeowner here, and the one black person to be the
They don't
homeowner
want to
here.
concentrate.
They don't want to
Every time
concentrate it.
Every
They don't
time
want
it's
to
happened,
concentrate it.
they burn it to the ground.
Exactly.
So you tell me
been-
it's
it's
not a
saying-
diverse group of African American people who own one city or one area.
Basically. Tell me about your neighborhood. Let's say on your entire cul
I have 3 African American people who own. Well, I mean, it's 3 in my cul-de-sac that own property there. Like you're saying that the overall
They don't
outlook
like
is a
that.
white guy who's saying
They
that
don't like
we
that.
don't want a bunch of African American people
They don't-
owning this type of property
They do not. They do
to
not.
to create a stronghold
No.
to
They do
possibly
not.
build
They
up.
do not.
We only have 1 or 2 niggas.
They do not like that shit.
We only
Let's
have 1 or
say
2 niggas
because I
in.
guarantee that we can do it. They do not like. They do not want to see. They do not want to see black people get a foothold right here and grow that shit out. And all of a sudden, your whole subdivision is number niggas
Yeah.
out there
Who are
Check it out.
homeowners.
Check it out. Think of the hood, right? Think of the hood.
Well, of course,
Think of the hood, right?
of course,
Think of the hood. And in the hood, right? Who owns the corner stores?
of course. The Indians or
Everybody
or
else.
the
Everybody else.
majority,
other than
yeah,
the people that's
African
already
American,
there.
yes.
No, there's, you know what I mean? Like it could be generations of families in Bankhead, right? But they give that to Koreans. They give the ownership of the corner stores to Koreans.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But when black people try to apply for that same land,
can't improve that.
we can't get approved for that.
If you didn't know yet, nah, bro, it's hard for members to get loans like that. That's why you see Indian people doing, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
All the laundromats.
That's what. Look, in,
I
in
think
any
it comes
other,
down
in,
to the
in
individual
any other,
itself.
no, in any other area of the world, right?
Pause.
If you go to a Jewish neighborhood, the Jewish people own the stores
Because
the
they
Jewish people own the
form as
everything.
a unit to
Pause.
take over that.
Pause. Time is 10:57.
It is 11 o'clock.
Sunday, April 15th. I am super on.
And I got 6 hours of sleep. before we gotta
And
be to
we've
work.
got 2 more minutes out until this show, impromptu
Yo, everything
show.
we talking about,
is over.
it takes a lifetime trying to figure it out, and it takes a bloodline trying to phase it out.
I
You know what I'm
understand.
saying? Like we could talk all each other, but like this stuff, it takes bloodlines for us to get what we want.
This
What
1%
you're saying,
group, this 1% group that owns fucking everything in the U.S. apparently is trying to kind of break up that divide
But
and
look,
get
check this
that
out.
shit.
I even though I live in rural Georgia,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I'm saying? I come from a place where black people had the money. You know what I'm saying? Like we got the money. You know what I'm saying? But
We've got the buying power. Black
we got
Panther
the-
showed.
but we're
we've got
not
the buying
getting
power.
we're not getting the approval.
No.
You know what I mean?
When you go-
like it might be
When you
20
say
of us.
approval, what do you mean?
When you go
I
to
mean,
the store,
it might be 20 of us that has the money to get a loan for $100,000. Only one of us is gonna get it.
because they're not gonna allow a group of all us, you know what I'm saying, to go in there because they don't want to see. Look,
Like, I
every
look
time in this go back and look for it. Look in the history of this country. every time black folks got together and started buying land and
It's
started making
all that shit.
and started making them like basically making towns. Look, they burn that shit to the ground.
Every time.
That's why.
Every time.
Watch. Whenever they see this happen, they say the biggest mass shooting, the biggest. They can't say the biggest massacre in this country because the biggest massacre in this country were black cities. They burned to the ground.
Think about in the hood. You got all these motherfuckers hood rich. Hood rich.
Yeah.
Hood rich.
Yes.
Hood rich.
Yes.
But you know what they can't do? They can't get a loan to open up a store right down the street from where they live.
Even the liquor store. Like you can't.
Excuse me. And with that said, it is 11 a.m. This wasn't a show, but it was.
Oh.
And as this current time, it's over. The next show, when you see the pre-gamers,
It's the Iverson.
it's the Iverson. And season 3 has officially begun.
Niggas need to call off for that.
This was a day to celebrate the unveiling of the first 48. Me and Maine are 2 beers in. I saw Cuzzo get a second beer.
Had my 1 beer.
That is a testament.
This is my third.
This is a testament. This is a testament to what's happening right now. These 2 niggas are not beer drinkers by any means. But they were involved in the process of making this beer.
It's a good beer.
And we have a solid beer. So, again, as we sign off, if you want to try the first 48, we are on a limited supply. So, if you're a person out there, if you know a person out there who wants to try, you better get in contact with us quick because there's at least about 3 6-packs leaving today.
Yes, there are.
So, contact your designated pre-gamer.
Why don't I see?
If you don't
It's a
know
crazy delay, ain't it?
who your designated
45-second delay.
pre-gamer
Goodness,
is,
okay.
as you see, the PreGame Boys at gmail.com
Okay,
is
yes.
online. You can hit us up on our Facebook page.
For
You
real,
can
though.
Skype us. Get in contact with somebody. Do your damnedest. Try your hardest. And if you want to try the first 48, please get at us. Get somebody who's like, yo, I know the pre-gamers. Hey, they may not be official.
Give them $1. $1.
But if
$2,
they know
$3.
us, they can get you at least a couple beers to this because it's not going to be here. It's limited edition, truly. And sometime in this 3rd season, we're going to brew the 3rd pregame brew, which will probably be the truly official one. There will probably be a lot of thought that goes into that one. So if you want to wait it out, trust. From the day we brew it, it's at least 90 days. So
90.
You got at least 6 months to a year to get yourself right to pre-order a 6-pack. But today is Sunday, April 15th, 2018. This has been our final special pregame show. The next time you see us, it will be the official 3 official 3rd season, the Iverson, as it has been dubbed. Last year we kind of dedicated something to Cap because he had a good year last year. But that is the pregame show, or the remnants of it. This has been the first 48, brought to you by the first 48. I'm your boy Cuzzo. To my left,
Your cousin?
I'm not. I'm drunk.
Done, son.
I am done, son.
Your cousin? I am done, son.
I'm Cuzzo. This is done, son.
This is Maine. Snacks.
But on some real shit, I'm done, son. To my left,
Cuzzo.
to my right.
Man.
Your boy Snacks in the building.
This has been a pregame show. This has been the unveiling of the pregame brew number 2, the first 48. The next time you see us, we will be officially in the 3rd season. And we appreciate you tuning in if you did. Shout out to Mr. Schoen for tuning in. Shout out to anybody else who's slick tuning in on some I don't check in shit. We see you too, and we appreciate you helping getting those numbers up. I'm going to go ahead and put it out there. Our goal that we have dubbed is we're trying to hit 1,000
1,000
subscribers.
Like, and you know what? And I'm gonna talk
By
about
the
that on
end,
this shit.
by the end of
Yeah.
season 3,
Yeah.
our goal is 1,000 subscribers, and we're gonna do everything in our power to get it. And if we don't get it, we don't give a fuck. We're gonna keep going.
Coming back again.
Cause it's real niggas on deck. I'm sorry for the expensive man. Real niggas on deck, man.
The pregame
Game show.
It's not the game pre-show. It's just my favorite show because it is our show.
And as always,
it's just the pre-game show.
Pre-game responsibly.